Password again.
No! It's to my iPad. It doesn't matter. Are they gonna physically get a hold of my iPad?
Say it again.
No! Okay, hold on. I gotta post the stupid link. Because I want to get big or something.
Hello, everybody. My name is Marco.
No, it's not. Your name's not Markiplier. You're not a buff Asian man.
I could be. Don't curse my dreams. So, welcome everybody to the stream. We are very happy to be here. We are having some technical issues that we are trying to work through, but that is not going to stop us. Nothing will stop us.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Precisely. So, last week we chose violence.
We did.
So we decided to side with Dragon Mommy. We love her, Miss Lee Bai.
Yes.
It's Miss because she's not married. At least I don't think so.
Wait, did we get ads?
What?
We have an ad playing on our stream.
Oh, that's new.
Wait, does that mean we get money?
I don't know.
I doubt it.
No, it's not
I mean,
something we
Twitch
talked
probably gets money, but I doubt we do.
Oh, but I thought they only put ads on, like, big.
I do not know.
We'll investigate that later.
Yeah, well, anyways.
So, yes, we are here. That is Calvin. I'll just do our introduction while he's...
Hi.
That is Calvin. He is the writer for Song of Sirens and our game master today. I am Laurel. I am the editor for the game, and I will be playing Caterina Donatelli, our Italian princess who is God's favorite.
She's not a princess.
Her daddy tells her so. Her papa calls her his little princess.
I'm Dave, and I'm playing Galileo Aquila, one of the admirals for Italy.
I'm Red. I'm playing Daniel Ambrosio, the good little Catholic boy who is not little.
The little Catholic who could.
The little Catholic who could.
Also,
Who's going to commit very many war crimes.
Also, it doesn't look like the chat is showing up.
I don't know.
It's alright.
Do it now.
We'll fiddle with it like tomorrow or something.
We
I'll fix
read
it later.
everything anyways.
Yeah, we read basically everything anyways.
And we have HMS Gamer and Brian Porkchop here, which is pretty great.
Yep.
And I would like to thank HMS Gamer for subscribing last week. We don't have it set up where we can see that, but everybody who watched the VOD had their eardrums blown out.
Right.
So
I forgot
I'm glad
to
that
try to deal with that.
I'm glad that we attempted to fix that, even though we knew it was an issue, as opposed to not doing anything about it at all, even though I knew about it for like 3 days. I love technology. It's not like I'm dealing with other problems that would stop the stream entirely.
Also, hi, Screams and Sim.
Hi.
I'll kind of
And our official
yeah.
shout out to our patron, who I don't think is here today. I think he had to miss
No,
out.
he couldn't
But
make
he
it.
will see this next week, so long as the VOD is not lost. Mitch Mash, our Patreon subscriber. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Mitch Mash.
All right, now, last week we chose violence, and today we are hunting those who are smaller than us. They aren't significantly smaller than us, you know, I mean, like, they have a lot more ships than us, but I'm pretty sure our ships are better. So we are hunting convoys of Zhao Guang's. Zhou I'm sorry.
There's no A in his name.
I keep wanting to think there's an A in his name. I can do Masashi and I can do Li Bai. I just can't do the one who we hate.
Yeah, also just a little fun thing for like setup wise for the when we're having the gameplay pulled up. We have it to where now you can see our rolls, so you know we're not cheating and telling you wrong.
I'll do a random roll just to show y'all.
Right?
Did it show up?
It takes a minute.
Oh yeah.
See, I showed up.
Yeah, look, I got a nat 4. Heck yeah.
Nat 4, yay.
Yay!
Woohoo! Let's not waste any more good rolls.
Right, and technically, right beside it is supposed to be chat where you guys are supposed to show up, but
That didn't work.
we're still messing with it, so don't worry about it.
I'll probably try to do a test stream tomorrow.
Also, we're already at 8 people watching.
Awesome.
Welcome, everybody.
Yes, welcome everybody.
Welcome.
All right, so
The rolls, they really do exist.
They do.
Says
We're not
Cringe.
just bullcrapping, you guys.
Yeah. Although,
We're actually rolling stuff.
we do the thing. Yay.
although that roll thing's gonna be next to useless whenever we're rolling like 20 rolls in a row.
Right.
But you will be able to scrub through if you so desire.
Right.
All right.
The only rolls I don't think you'll be able to see are Calvin's, but he's the game master.
Yeah,
so
he's the
he gets to make rolls or not make rolls as he
It's okay.
desires.
Right.
Can you actually make out what the roll is?
Yeah, I can. It's a 4.
If you full screen it?
If I full screen it.
Yeah.
Okay,
4.
looks good. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because the kind of jank setup we have is using a really low resolution monitor, and I didn't know if that
No, it seems like
did
it's...
anything to the render or not.
No. Doesn't
All
look
right.
like it.
So we have our ships here.
Yes.
So who is going to? I imagine you're going to command the big ships.
Of course, I'm going to command my ships, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yes,
I don't
that was a good
remember.
time to decide that.
I don't.
Oh, hey, the turn order popped up.
Yes, it
Oh.
did. So that way you can choose which
Oh, no,
ship
did
you
that
want to
mess
go
anything
first.
up? No, it didn't. Okay. Hopefully I can kind of maneuver this. We will put turn order in later. It is now off the screen.
So do you want to do the heavy cruisers or the light cruisers? The Luigis or the Pisas?
Me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was waiting for the thing to go across the screen.
Luigi's or Pisas?
I did not. Did I do the pizzas last time? No, wait, I did both of them last
Yeah.
time.
Which one do you want to do? One or the other?
I'll do the Luigi's.
You get the Luigis.
I get the
then.
Ouija's.
All right.
You get the big boys. I get the Ouija's. You get the pizzas.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna make a bad joke, but it's fine.
Alright. So the big boys are big on the thing, right? These two ones. Hold on, I gotta make
Yes,
sure.
and each of them will have a different slot in initiative as they are 2 different types of warship.
Right.
So you get 2 turns this
Oh yeah, we
time.
should bubble which ones are ours.
Oh yeah.
I am purple.
I'm red. As always.
I'm blue, even though my character really isn't that blue.
You should make yours orange.
I should make,
Orange is
I
pretty
should
close
make
to
me
red.
orange.
Yes, be whatever color you like. As long as they're visually distinct.
See, I'll be this orange, the light orange. See?
Oh, no, we mean we're bubbling the,
Yeah, but also me on there.
always red.
Alright, I have my pizzas. Pizza.
Man, that orange
I'll
looks
do-
like it's brown.
I'll do yellow, because he
Yeah.
has like goldish eyes. I'll do
Mhm.
yellow.
That sounds good.
Okay.
I think these are my pizzas.
Actually, I'm just gonna have to not have that open.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of my ships. Why did I do this to myself?
At least it's all one kind of ship, so you only get one turn to do that.
I know, but still. I mean, we're probably gonna make you go one after the other.
Okay, and you guys do have the initiative, both because you're the attackers, and because since each fleet has similar spotting capabilities, it comes down to which admiral has the better wit, and this fleet has admirals, the other one does not. So,
Okay, there we go. Now I'm all bubbled.
So there's not the chance of getting a siren, because there's no way they would send out just a siren.
These are losers.
they only have
Right.
3.
They
It's like,
only have 3?
they're a minor nation. They're lucky to have
Don't make
3.
fun of them. We only had one.
We only have
Don't throw
one.
stones at glass houses.
We have 4 now!
Now.
Yeah, so most minor nations are lucky to have even 1. Like, this is a big minor nation, so they have 3.
Yep.
Yes.
This minor nation is unique among a lot of them, is they can actually summon their own, as opposed to a nation like, I don't know, just like Nepal. It's like I don't even know if they have the ability to summon them. They may not have enough people. But if minor nations do have sirens, there actually are some minor nations that can summon their own and do so in order to sell them to other minor nations.
Hey,
Greece is notorious
will
for
you
that.
turn on our light?
Oh!
Oh, and the fan while you're over there, please.
We're just a big old mess today.
Yes. Would you believe that we actually sat down here to get started
Right? On
30
time.
minutes early?
Yeah, like we started getting set up. Like we were set up and everything at 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I have activated the light that turns me into
Fan?
a neon sign. It is on.
Okay, bring it closer for people.
And have it oscillate or just point at us.
I wish you guys could smell my hair right now. It smells great,
Okay.
doesn't it?
It does. I'd
Okay,
smell it for the viewers.
So pick which ship you want to go first, or which ship type.
Hey, you want to go first?
Your
I'll
battleship?
go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I might not recommend having the battleship go first, as it has something in front of it.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
How about
I
you
guess
have
I'll go
your-
first.
Luigi gets to go first.
My
He's
Luigi's.
player number 1
My
today.
Luigi.
Player 1.
Oh, this sucks. They're all in
Luigi.
an area where I can't move them all together. Because there are other
Yep.
people around.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, sucks for you, doesn't it?
Shut up!
Oh, okay, good. I was worried I was going to have to select ships one at a time.
Go.
So, just add them to the turn order in slot 1.
Me?
Whoever's controlling the ship you want to go first.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, does it not let you add turn?
I don't think so.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, it doesn't let us do that. You have to do that.
Okay. Let's see if I can do that with the janky setup I've had to use to work around this website being a piece of garbage for like a week straight.
I think it's your Chromebook.
No, it's the website's fault if my computer cannot access it.
Okay.
Okay. That'll be slot number 1. And they're going to pick their 4 heavy cruisers to be their first in initiative. And you'll have to forgive us if the combat might be a little slow today, because, as I alluded to, the website that we use for this has completely broken for my computer and was almost utterly inaccessible for a week, but through a bunch of horrible technological contrivances, I have dragged it kicking, screaming, and wailing into working on my laptop very slowly.
And if worst comes to worst, we have an iPad
Yes.
that will be, given to Laurel, and then the laptop that Laurel's using will be given to Calvin. You know, that'll just happen midstream for funsies.
If it crashes again. Because if it crashes a second time, I'm not fixing it.
Right, I'm not dealing with it again.
I'm so glad
Okay.
I'm not the one with the tech problems
So,
today.
what are you having go next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's have the heavy hitters go last.
So the pizza's next.
Okay.
This is why you guys should subscribe to our Patreon, so we can
afford a
so we
new
can
laptop.
so we can afford a good setup.
One of the things I would love so much to have is to buy a proper streaming computer. Because if we bought a streaming computer, then Red could use his gaming laptop to game instead of to stream. And then I could have back my anime laptop to game instead of giving it over to the undeserving.
Undeserving. Who's the one's laptop that is making this all happen right now? I paid too much for that laptop. An equivalent laptop today is only about $700. I paid twice that. I am upset about that.
Alright.
What
So
happened?
they have
Put an
their-
F in the chat for Red getting scammed.
No, it was a good deal when I got it.
I did.
Okay.
They have York classes.
Yes, they have York classes. So you're able to recognize what these ships are. So the destroyers are old Soviet designs. They are not good. I would compare them to your destroyers, but you don't have any, so.
Yeah, because they're bad.
Yeah. Whenever you build those Leons, though, the Leons will be a lot better. The Svetlanas, because this is just basic information you would know, they are not considered good light cruisers. They're decent at fighting destroyers, but they're not so great at fighting other cruisers. And the York class are budget heavy cruisers that England sells to minor nations who want them.
Mm-hmm.
What was so funny?
Crimson Simp said, "I feel no remorse for gingers."
I believe the word you're looking for is sympathy. Remorse is a completely different concept.
Okay.
They don't feel either.
Give them a break. They're like 12.
Alright, and they are having their light cruisers move in slot number 4. What do you guys want going next?
What about the... I'm not going to be able to say that. Svetlana?
That's theirs.
Yeah. Oh, we already have all our ships.
No, you don't. You're still missing half of them.
Ugh.
You don't have any of your capital ships moving.
My
The big boys. We said we wanted the big boys to
Oh,
go.
last time you said heavy cruisers. I'm talking about for slot number 5.
Yeah, so let's do battleship next.
Mhm.
Okay, battleship, not the battle cruiser in front of it.
Oh yeah, sorry, I thought the battleship was in front. We'll do battle
No,
cruiser then.
normally that'd be the case, but the battle cruiser is faster,
the
so if you put
Congo?
it behind,
Oh.
then
Got it.
Congo.
Yeah, I'm used to the battleships being in front, so that's why I
because
said.
usually that would be the case, but this battle cruiser is actually significantly faster, so it'd overtake them.
I believe
So-
that's traditional. Is like your
Mhm.
biggest ships. Whenever you line up the
Yeah.
big ones, like
Yep.
your.
So the Andrea Doria class?
No, the Congo.
The Congo's going first, and then the Andrea Doria.
Correct.
Okay.
Because the Congo's in front.
It's not the
So-
actual Andrea Doria. What is it?
Yeah, so we're doing this a
Dulio.
little non-traditionally
Mm.
with our setup because the Congo is faster.
Yeah.
Dulio.
It's a
Mhm.
Dulio. Okay.
Okay, and they don't have another ship type, so then it would be your battleship immediately, so you get convenient initiative,
Yay.
Red.
Woo.
Okay. Oh, one thing while I do the same, because I forgot to do this, is for each of you, make sure that you have the proper hull numbers on your warships, corresponding to whichever ones you brought from Italy. Because you brought 2 pieces, but you think you have like 7 or something, so...
Yeah, we have a lot.
Oh, I know which ones we brought. We
Yeah.
brought 2 of mine, I believe.
Yeah, so just put the whatever hull numbers are associated with
Do
them.
you
Okay.
know
Yeah, I know.
for everybody?
2 and 3 for the pieces. And then for, I think, half of the light cruisers are mine and half of them are yours.
Okay.
Mhm.
There, is
So
it in
you
the...
just pick which 3 you want to bring of your light
Okay.
cruisers.
The light cruisers are CA?
CL.
CL.
Cruiser light.
I got you. It's dumb though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's one of the ones that makes sense. Insult the dumb ones when they're actually being dumb, like heavy cruiser.
Okay, I'm gonna put 1, 2, and 3. And then I think you have some for your fleet as well, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
put...
I have 7, 8, and 9.
Okay,
Luckily, mine
I'm
have.
putting those in the back for you.
And the most important thing for that is knowing what their crew level is, so you know if you get any bonuses to hit with that particular ship.
Where do I find my Dulio?
There's one.
In the
I
warships?
take all of the
Daniel's
experience
warships?
from my
Are they
cruisers.
warships?
Yes.
Then they will be there.
So it is the BB2. Oh no, shakes. Oh no, an earth. No.
No, I didn't roll that world event yet. You laugh, but that's on the chart.
Yeah, no, all
And the
of
Congo is the only one of its kind. I'm not numbering that one.
all of my CLs don't have
So then
any.
Dulio, level
XP.
0.
That's
and
fine.
Mark Antonio. I've been calling it the Mark Anthony. It's the Mark Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Anthony.
Okay,
is-
good. I have all
Like
the
a
enemy
magic
ships numbered. And while you guys finish that up, I will let you know, because your spotters can see this. You're able to tell what the 3 special auxiliary ships are.
Mm-hmm.
So one of them is a quote-unquote small cargo vessel,
Mhm.
but she's still twice the size of the generic cargo ships. So that's another one you could add to your merchant marine if you can capture it.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is a merchant oiler, so it's full of some kind of liquid cargo, and it's a very big ship. I believe that one's 25,000 tons.
That's pretty cool.
It's either 10,000 and it holds 25, or is 25 and holds 25, one of the two.
That's pretty cool.
And the other one is a replenishment tanker, which is also full of something. Presumably either oil or fuel.
We're just gonna have to crack open these little loot boxes
Mhm.
and find out.
Alright, we're gonna have to just...
And you know that that replenishment tanker would actually be an expensive ship for the Chinese to replace. So,
On the Congo class
Mhm.
handout, I am making another spot for the Mark Antonio.
If we can't
Go
capture
for
it, Katarina will say this in character.
Sure.
If we can't capture that oiler, I say we sink it.
Mm.
because that would
Good
be
to
a
me.
strategic target.
I
because
agree.
even you guys, you're Italy, you only have one. You can't imagine they have very many.
Alright, this is probably like one of maybe 2.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to keep it. Who knows? Maybe that might be one of the few ships we like take for our
Right.
own
Mhm.
instead of
Because
selling
having more
it.
would be great.
That would be nice. But if we cannot capture it, I say we sink it.
I
Yeah.
agree.
So
Thank
for
you,
each of
Ambrosio.
For each of those ships, they would be worth far more to sell them if you did sell them to China, and to the point where each of those three, if you capture any of the special auxiliary ships, it'd probably be worthwhile to sell those back to Italy to sell at full price. Because each of the generic cargoes, I think you can sell to Li Bai for 250 bull. Even the least valuable of those special auxiliaries would probably sell for in the thousands.
All right.
Okay, so now we are just about ready to get started. Though I will say, due to my horrible setup, if you guys could help me keep a good eye on the chat, it's more difficult for me to
Oh,
keep
yeah,
an eye
no,
on
I
it
got
now.
you.
So.
I have it. I almost basically have the chat almost open
Yeah,
the
you don't
entire
worry
time.
about the chat.
And I can't look at Discord at all.
Yep.
Discord is what crashed this
Yep.
system last time.
Don't worry. I
Just,
got
just
you.
have
Mhm.
what you need. We'll take care of everything else.
All right. So it'll be starting with you guys going first. So I want to ask to begin with, are you going to? I'll just let you know now. Even if you ask them to, they are going to at least try a fighting retreat. So there's not going to be any charm checks to have them give up off the bat.
Okay.
But do you want to try and communicate with them at all, or is it just going to be target spotted, open fire? Like, do you even want to talk to them?
I mean, we could say give up or else.
Mhm.
What, Katerina said, what is our strategy going to be for dealing with them? Are we going to give them a chance? Are we going to let them know? Or are we just going to strike?
Because you're not at war with this country, but your ally in the alliance, Li Bai, is. So
Uh-huh.
you're kind of one step removed from a war with them. Which is why you can raid their convoys, because the reason you don't usually want to raid a nation's convoys is they could use it as justification to go to war, but if they go to war with you, who the hell cares?
Right.
It doesn't matter. Not only can they not get to you, your alliance is already picking a fight with them anyway, so who cares?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Because it's like, yeah,
so,
like...
so what shall we do then, my compatriots?
Well, I'm all for attacking them and taking their stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but are we going to tell them,
that we're attacking.
or...
Just attack.
Sneak attack is always the best option.
You can't really sneak with chips.
And when sneak is not an option, not letting them know you're going to attack is the next best thing.
This would be just like an ambush.
Okay.
Because you don't, you don't have
Without-
to tell them, hi, we're shooting at you. You can just open fire and just
Yeah.
let your shells do the talking.
I turned to my Texas officer that I have, that I
Yes.
discovered, that is hanging out around here because he has a
Mhm.
southern accent.
Apparently.
That this happened during one of the war games.
Okay.
Mhm.
His name is, I named him.
Mm.
His name is Russell.
Russell.
Russell, would this make us look bad if we attacked without saying anything?
Kind of depends. It's like if you were attacking France or the Soviets or the British, probably, because they'd make a whole big stink about it. But there's already a bunch of news coming out of China that people are actively tuning out. So I don't really think people would care because and pardon me saying this, as half of them are our friends now. Everybody who matters where we live barely thinks of the people here as people, let alone cares that they exist.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You are correct in that, Russell.
So
Officer
just shoot
Russell.
them.
Thank you for your input.
Mhm.
So we're just shooting them.
Yes, we are.
All right.
We just have to confirm.
All right.
All right. So no communication, just target spotted, open fire.
Yep.
Okay, so go
Yes.
ahead and take the turn of your light cruisers.
Yep, I'm going to educate to see how many space I can move.
7.
Oh wow.
You're fast.
I'm fast.
Oh wow,
as,
those are fast light
I'm
cruisers.
fast as frick, boy.
That is fast even by light cruisers.
All right. So I will.
With a him, you could even push it to 8.
I don't think I have a speed him.
Oh no,
Gotta
you
go
don't. I'm just saying, like
fast.
hypothetically.
All right. Okay. So.
And there's no need to launch spotters. All targets are within 15.
Yeah.
So
Oh, they're all within 15 spaces.
yeah, no,
So-
15 nautical miles.
Oh, I got you.
I just presumed you guys would want to close in to make shooting at them easier.
5, 6, 7. Yep. Okay. Hold on, I'm just gonna move everybody
Sure.
before I do anything.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just difficult because we're shaped like a horseshoe.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sick. Okay, cool.
And in the future, whenever you set out for stuff, if you want to decide how your fleet, like what formation your fleet sails in, you're always free to do so. I just generally put fleets in a defensive position where screens surround big ships so that it's harder to torpedo them.
Yeah, but I trust how you do things, Calvin, because you're smart.
I still haven't totally figured out how this whole formation thing should work. It's something I'm just kind of winging it. I just like the idea that if, I don't know, a group of submarines suddenly launched torpedoes at me, that it would be my smaller, cheaper, easier to replace ships that would eat them before my big expensive ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just generally.
I suppose
I
formations.
can't see the final number. What is
11.2.
11.2?
Yeah.
What's the range on your light cruisers there?
Where do I find that? It's been a while since we've...
Down to the bottom, there'll be like
Range.
3 sets of numbers.
Ooh! It's 5, 10, and 15.
Oh, that's pretty good for a light cruiser.
Wow.
What the heck is going on with these ships? I have the right one, right? Because we call them the Ouija's, but
Mhm.
it's the Alberto da Guasino,
Yeah, Boto da
right?
Guisamo, correct.
I was... Because...
Which is that the one of them was named Luigi.
Yeah, so
that's
we
why
call them
Luigi's.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
that's fun.
Okay, well, I can hit with all of them,
Yep. In point of fact,
Basically-
in a turn or two, you'll be in medium range.
right?
Do you want
Okay,
to target?
I'm gonna have 2, 2, 2. Like, I'm gonna
Okay.
have target...
And I'll just explain what they are. So, like these 2 pairs of ships in the front and back,
Uh-huh,
those are enemy destroyers,
uh-huh.
and not good ones.
Okay.
This line of 5 at the bottom, those are enemy light cruisers.
Okay.
And these line of 4 at the top are the enemy heavy cruisers. You know that, obviously, you can probably one-shot these destroyers. These enemy light cruisers, it take a couple shots, but you can penetrate them because they're light cruisers.
Yeah.
The heavy cruisers, they have a bit better armor and they're a bit more dangerous, so you might leave that to other ships with bigger guns, but...
Turn your
Just-
sound off.
But you're guaranteed to get kills on the destroyers, and you could work to get kills on either of the other cruisers. So...
Okay, so these ones, I'm gonna ping them. These ones are the...
Hey, we got a
the
surprise.
pings are going to be
Huh?
super slow on mine.
Oh, so,
Mhm.
for, like,
Mm-hmm.
this wise, on the
Yes.
screen wise, the top
Mm-hmm.
is the destroyers,
The top row are heavy cruisers.
heavy cruisers,
The 2 and 2 are destroyers. The bottom 5 are light cruisers.
light cruisers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And while y'all are doing that, we got
My
a
friend.
surprise. Mitch Mash is in.
He's here! He
Yeah.
lives!
The return of the king.
Don't worry, Mitch Mash. We will not tell your boss. Also, we are up to 11 in our stream. That is the most that we've
It's a
had
record.
before.
Yay.
10.
Technically.
It was 11 for a second. Mitch
Right.
Mash just got caught by his boss.
Right. I know who that person is. I know who the new person is. I know
Oh.
who Droon Kid is. That's one of my
Welcome,
friends.
Dream Kid.
Hello!
That's
welcome!
one of my friends. I know
You're just
you.
in time for your friend to fire a barrage of 6-inch shell fire.
For those of you just joining in, we have finally got everything set up for our battle. We have decided to not say anything. We're just going to attack them.
We're just
Yep.
fighting.
Yep.
No
No
words,
words.
only shell
Right.
fire.
So I think because the bottom row is
Mhm.
all within like my medium. Well, not medium, but
Closing
like
in on medium.
they're the closest
Mhm.
from my furthest back ship. So I think I'm gonna target those.
Okay. And you said you're doing 2, 2, and 2 on
Yep.
the lead 3?
Yep. So
All
on
right.
1, 2, and 3,
Perfect.
I'll be targeting those guys.
Alright. Let me pull up their sheet so that I can get their avoidance threshold. Don't you dare crash on me.
Okay.
It's working.
The combo can go 5.
Okay, so it
Yeah,
would
Battle cruise, she's
be
fast. That's why she's in front of the battleship.
gun Right.
No.
Nope.
It would be your broadside, either dispersed or concentrated, depending on if you want hits or critical hits or whatever.
First off, do I have any negatives or bonuses for being in range or anything?
I
So-
think you're at long range.
You're
right
at
now?
long range, puts you at a -6.
Okay.
Your crew level 1, which gives you a +1, and I don't think you have any other bonuses, so your temp would be -5.
So -5.
Yeah. So I don't think none of you have like rule the waves or anything like that.
You
So-
don't have any. What are your admiral abilities?
Yeah, I don't think any of you have any abilities that affect that kind of stuff. So
Here we go. I have Admiral abilities. I have Sixth Sense and Overburden Merchantman.
I have Rule the
then-
Waves.
Precise Shot and Darken the Skies.
Okay,
Ooh,
but that only
precise
affects your
shot is
ships,
good.
unfortunately.
yeah.
I could do Precise Shot.
That would help with one of your ships. So
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll do Precise Shot on...
the one that you're on. Which one are you on?
Oh yes, you guys do need to decide that in case it explodes, so I
Right,
know if it takes you with it.
I'm just gonna put a 1 in the blue circle for the one that I'm on.
Sounds good.
I'll be on 8. 8 is mine.
I'm on the Congo.
I am currently on the Palermo, which is technically your ship. Or no.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your ship.
Yeah, the Palermo's mine. Wait, I thought the Palermo was dead.
No, it's not.
The
We still have it.
Salerno.
Sorry, I get it confused. They're so similar.
Yeah, it's city names. It is what it is.
Okay, I'll
I'll
just
be on
put...
the Amalfi instead.
I'm just gonna
Amalfi's
put
a good ship.
that symbol on. That's the one I'm on. Okay, anyways, I'm
Alright,
gonna start
as long as
firing.
you guys know, that's all that matters.
I'm gonna start firing.
Go ahead.
Started blast.
Hold on. Precise Shot. Battery guns by 2 times. Okay. I will remember that. So I'm gonna do... I think I'm gonna do Dispersed, because I have a +3 with that. Even with
Yeah.
the -5.
Yep. Because it does let you see that. This website does do good things sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay, so I'm gonna do... So it's... I have 6 things, so I will do...
And their AT is 17. That's the number you gotta beat.
Great. So that's a 22.
Okay?
That's a 5. That doesn't hit. That's an 11. That doesn't hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 18. That meets it, right?
That'll give you a hit.
Okay. That hits. That's 5. That's the last one. That also hits. Okay. So
Okay.
out of all of that, I missed twice.
Okay, so on the first ship, you get 1 direct hit.
Yep.
So go ahead and roll your direct hit damage. And sector and blah, blah, blah.
Yep. AP direct hit. Damage is 43 and sector is 100.
Well, I don't have to look up where that
Woo!
is, so...
Ooh, that is straight into the deck, I believe.
Mhm. Okay.
If only you had gotten that for a
Right?
Citadel penetration, man.
God.
Then you could have exploded it.
Yeah.
I love exploding things.
So, deck armor for
Someone's
them is
gonna
10.
land that
Okay,
One
that's
day.
actually-
one day in one of these streams, and I'm just hoping it's not our enemy.
Oh, nice.
okay.
That shows up really well in the little box.
Oh, that's good. Okay,
Nice.
so their deck armor at long range only has a DR of 10. So that's 33 damage into the deck of... Oh, actually. That sets it on fire and
Ugh.
puts it... Because it puts it below half. And I'll just tell you, if they don't put out the fire on their next turn, that ship is going down.
They may just abandon ship.
They probably are. You know, I'm just going to call it they're abandoning ship on that one. So...
Hell
One
yeah,
hit,
bro.
and already they are down a ship.
Man,
Heck yeah.
this battle is starting out great.
Wow, it's almost like these Soviet ships are ancient, decrepit garbage. But,
And the-
Almost like my Ouija's are the best.
And the heavy hitters haven't even fired a thing yet.
Right?
these are your light cruisers.
These are our base boys.
These are the ones that are basically like having a 22 firing at a tank, generally.
Alright, so now roll me 3 regular hits.
Except one of those, mine.
Mm-hmm.
So the 21 is the
Mhm.
one that I used my precise shot for.
Okay. Does that give you extra damage dice?
It does.
Okay.
It does a precise shot. You can use your captain response to increase
Mhm.
the number of damage dice rolled by the main battery guns by 2 times. They deal damage this round.
Oh, so that would mean they basically get an extra 2 damage dice.
Okay, gotcha.
So
Cool.
whatever damage dice they rolled, 6s, 8s, whatever's. Yeah.
Roll an extra.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll do that last.
Yeah, and that'll be for the 3rd damage roll. So go
Okay,
roll,
so
roll
it's
3
normal
hits.
normal hits.
Yes, 3 normal hits.
1, 2, oh wow, 3.
Oh, jeez.
I
what's
got
wrong
it
with
again.
you?
What are you doing?
I don't know, man!
Who did you sell your soul to? Can you give me their number?
Don't worry, I got you.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
So let me now take a look at. So to help me out, read me the 3 sector dice because this is.
Okay, so the 3 sector dice.
The bottom 3.
The first one of the bottom 3 is 8.
Okay, so that's gonna be a turret.
100 again.
That is the deck, obviously.
82.
82 is superstructure. So,
Ooh!
go ahead and roll me a D100.
Okay.
Superstructure.
If you roll that 100 again, then you're magic.
It's so low. It's such a low chance. I don't even want to look.
81.
Oh,
No.
so close though.
Because the 8 is a turret, so you knock out one of the ship's turrets.
I got you.
The
Okay.
weird thing is, this ship has 15 of them, but they're all singles.
Right.
And they can't even all fire over the same side because
That's
the
so-
ship is weird.
That's so dumb.
It is dumb. It's wasteful.
But yeah.
But it's good for us.
I am
fighting.
gonna roll my extra damage. So it's
Mm-hmm.
by 2 times each. So I roll 2 more dice.
Just for the one that's the 100, sector 100 there.
Right. So just 2, but 2 dice.
Yes, 2 of whatever dice they roll. I think it's D6s.
AP hit is a D4.
Oh, they do D4s.
Mhm.
Yeah, so roll 2 more D4 and we'll add it to that 31.
4.
4.
Okay, so that'll be a total of 35 damage minus the 10 from their armor, puts it to
25.
25 damage. So that also puts it below half. And that one is also now on fire, but it is not in as critical of a state as the other. It has a lot more time to put out that fire before it succumbs. And then the 82 is a superstructure. They have a DR 20, so number 3 takes 17 damage into her superstructure, which does put it below half.
Oh my goodness. Also, we have some fun from Brian Pork Chop in the chat. And back from dinner, so I heard fire.
Mm-hmm.
Soviet ships. You probably hit the vodka storage. Let's be fair. Half of those turrets are for the
Commissars.
commissars to shoot the other turrets if they don't do well enough. But yes, thank you, Brian Pork Chop. You are hilarious as always.
Yes. Okay, next
Oh
up
my
is the
goodness.
enemy heavy cruisers.
Alright.
They are moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they are going to... They're going to go 2 and 2 on the 2 enemy heavy cruisers, so your 2 pieces.
Okay.
I just imagine the start of this fight. It's like, huh. Those look like Italian ships. What are they doing here?
Oh,
What?
that is very much what it is, because they... Why would Italian ships be in the Pacific
Right.
at
Why
all
would
for
we-
any reason?
Why would we be here?
It's just like, what are you doing here?
Well, why would
Killing
Japanese ships in Italian waters?
That's a good point. That's how this whole thing started.
Right?
Okay, so they should be, yeah, because with their crew level, I'm going to set their crew level to
You. Why are
2.
the Italians here? Because the French suck and that this is all their fault.
Because
It is
the
all
Japanese
France's
were
fault.
here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's actually already where I need it to be. Okay, so all 4 of them are firing broadside dispersed salvos at long range. First 2 at your lead heavy cruiser, next 2 at the trailing heavy cruiser. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they rolled pretty well. What is the AT on a Pisa?
On a pizza. Pizza.
Man, I want some pizza. No.
No, we
I already fed you
We
sandwiches.
already
No,
had
they were
dinner.
good sandwiches. They were very good.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look directly at Screams and Sip. We had potato patties today. Anyways, yes.
I was just about to say, why do your light cruisers have more gun range than my pizzas?
What?
Because they're newer.
That's fair. I'm just like, why can't you reach further?
But
But
You wanna know
anyways.
what my gun range is for the Congo?
My age
nobody cares.
is 14.
14. Okay.
That's about to change though.
Good. So, for that means on the first one, that is 1 direct hit. Come on. Okay. So, on the first one, it gets a direct hit and then a regular hit.
Oh no.
I think that just missed your deck.
Damn.
The next one is, and the next one also takes 1 direct and 1 regular hit.
And is this on 2 or 3?
For the heavy cruisers, it is the first one in line, then the second one.
Okay, so
Normally I'd give you numbers, but this is too slow. I can't be as precise as I usually am.
that's fine.
Okay. So, I'll give you the sectors.
Mm-hmm.
These things are definitely type A. So, on the lead one, I believe both of those shots go into the superstructure. Oh, wait. No, one the superstructure, and then the regular hit on the stern.
Okay.
So, 42 damage into the superstructure, and then
Only
37
2
into the...
damage.
Oh, it only took 2 damage. That's not bad then.
Nice.
Okay, and then what was the other one?
The 37 goes into the stern.
Stern. I have 40.
Okay, so no damage.
All right.
Then sectors 42 and 55. Those are both your side. So 64 and 54 damage to your side.
My side is 80.
Okay, so you take no damage.
Nice.
Mhm.
Okay.
The one good thing these heavy cruisers have is they are very well protected.
Yeah, you guys you're bulky. I have the long range. You're just bulky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think they're both level 2 as well. So.
All right. So that was the Chinese heavy cruisers. Now your heavy cruisers.
Okay. So first off, I'm going to start off by starting Aurelius on singing a hymn.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to sing the Hymn of the Waves, which should increase everyone's speed within, is it 1 nautical mile?
Yes, since he is singing alone and is a lesser siren.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like me to put up a circle?
I can do it.
Thank you.
Circle time.
So looks like both heavy cruisers and the battleship and the battle cruiser
Okay, yeah. So
all get to be
anything
affected by it.
that at any point during its move crosses into that circle gets an extra space of movement.
Sweet. I can get 8 feet of movement.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
4. Looks like that light cruiser will also get some. So I think that puts my speed up to 29.
It should
Which
be a
I
plus
think-
6,
Yeah.
which gives you 5 spaces per round.
Okay, so that means I can move 1 more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go.
Man, I thought this was gonna be a long fight, but it seems like this fight's gonna end pretty quick. On
Yeah,
time.
it's what happens whenever you have capital ships and they don't.
And I am staying broadside, so that way I can use all of my guns.
All 4 of them.
Yeah.
That is the trade-off. For
Our
the 8
guns
inches
are
of
bigger
armor.
though.
Oh yeah,
They
let me
are.
see how many guns we have.
Okay, so
Mhm.
go ahead and fire whatever is probably within range.
I think
Oh, there you
I
go. That's
can
how many guns you have.
do- they're heavy cruisers,
Sure.
I hope so.
Oh wow, those are
which
close
are
to
at the
you.
back, right?
Yep, the 4 at the back.
Shh, it's fine. They're giving me a speed boost.
Huh.
Hold on 1 second. Gotta zoom out a little bit more so I can do this.
Looks like they're about 10 nautical miles away from you.
Okay, so they're still in my long range, but next turn they should be in medium range, I believe. Alright, so I'm gonna just fire
No,
both of them on that
don't
frontmost one.
That's a good
Just
idea.
try and take it out.
These things have yet to hit anything in this campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if that's going to change. AT for a York class is 15.
I'm just gonna... I'll do disperse to start off with.
You do have pretty big guns.
Okay.
No hits this round.
Alright. That's alright.
R.I.P.
Now the enemy Svetlanas. Oh right, this one is already. They're choosing to abandon ship because that fire. Because they save a lot more sailors that way. Because if they choose to abandon the ship before it officially sinks, the roll to get people out of it alive is much easier.
Mm.
So now the enemy Svetlanas, and it literally had exactly 1 hit point left.
Bless you.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
He's dying.
They're going to move
I
1,
need to go
2,
tissue.
3, 4, 5. And they're going to. Can they actually all reach?
They can reach no one.
They have a shorter range than your light cruisers.
Haha.
The one at the back can't reach anything. So one of them is completely out of range.
Oh.
Looks like the next one is well. So the front 2 are going to fire on
No one.
light cruiser hull number 2.
Don't do it.
Okay, so 2 Svetlanas, broadside dispersed salvos against hull number 2.
Okay.
As soon as I can.
You got this, I believe in you.
Oh, I believe in me. It's other things that I have no faith in.
That's fair.
Okay. Okay, here we go. So they should be at the one in the front is at -5, and the next one is at a -4. So I'm just gonna click it twice and add 1 to the second one. So broadside dispersed salvos, 1 and
Drink on
2.
top of the napkins. There you go.
All right. And 11 will miss your light cruisers, but a 28 will hit.
No.
So what is the avoidance threshold on your light cruisers?
It's AT, right?
Yes.
12, 19, 24.
The middle number is what we need.
Okay.
So, okay, that's only 1 direct hit, actually.
Okay, sick.
Let's see if they'll survive this. Okay, Sector 34 should be your side. So how much side armor does your light cruiser have?
I'm getting to it. Okay. No, it's down here. Okay, side. Which side? Oh, they're the same. 10, 20.
Okay, so you are not angled, so that's going to be a DR10. So your light cruiser is going to take 24 damage into her side as she gets hit with a 5-inch shell.
Okay, which side?
That would be your port side.
Okay.
So number 2 takes 24 damage into her port side.
Calculator time.
Okay, well, you do that. Next up, it is red. Your 2 capital ships, starting with the Congo.
Congo, okay. Congo has 5 movement,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would put me broadside, right?
I believe so. I can't see how you move very well.
Oh.
I'll have to trust you guys on
Yeah, I'm fairly certain
this session.
that usually puts me broadside. So
Yeah.
You're going to. That is well within my medium range.
Yes. If you
All
want to
of
target the
those.
light cruisers.
Which one is a heavier hitter? Everything's in my medium range.
The one at the back. Yeah, that one.
This one?
Yeah, all 4 of those at the back are the heavy cruisers.
This one is.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So I'll fire in my medium range. What does that do to my?
Means you're only going to take a -3 instead of a -6. And I believe the crew level on that one is just 1, so your
Yes.
temp should be a -2.
-2, but I can activate Ruler Waves, can't
You can? Yes. As an animal response, you can.
And that gives me, increases all their attack rolls by 2.
So your temp would be 0. Do you want to also have Loralee sing a hymn?
Yeah, let me look at what Lorelai's hymns are.
I do not know what hymns you have given her, so.
I am looking. I'm sure I give her hymns. Waves?
That'll just make you faster.
Okay, I'll use that. That gives me what, an extra
space of movement.
extra space movement. Should I use that now or just use it
Yes.
next time? Yeah.
You just have to use a captain response to have her sing it, but that's fine.
I'll use a captain response to have her sing it.
Yep.
And that'll keep them. That'll make sure like 100% they're in my thing. So.
Yes.
I gotta switch back over to this. Click. Boop. There we go. And yeah, I'm firing on this guy.
Yep, I saw which one you're going for.
Yeah. All right. Da-da-da-da. So I keep my temp attack at 0. I'll do a broad.
Nope, it's now up to... Yeah, you're right. It's at 0. Sorry,
Yeah.
I got mixed around.
I'll do a broad dispersed salvo.
You don't need a direct hit. You don't need a critical hit to kill heavy cruisers.
No,
with
I don't need a
14-inch
direct
guns.
hit to kill anything on the board.
Nope.
And that's a +8. Just so I can see what my roll is.
That gives you about a 2/3 chance to hit.
And I fire 4 times, or is this for all 4?
No, just 1.
1. That's a 16.
That's what you need to hit.
Hey.
So that is a AP hit.
Click. Damage 98. Sector
That's dead.
100.
I don't need to... That's the third 100 you guys have rolled in this session.
That's
It's
insane.
making me really concerned.
Yeah,
Honestly.
especially since the site just had an update that has caused so many things to crash and look different. But it doesn't matter.
possible.
Just great shot, Daniel.
Right?
Just like, what can I say? I'm good at my job.
So, as your Congo steams forward at a probably glorious 36 knots, which is very fast for a ship that weighs 40,000 tons, her 8 14-inch guns turn and then elevate, and it's much louder than when you use them on the battleship. They have a lot more kick to them because these are a good 2 inches bigger. So as they fire out with a thum, 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 your shots go out, and after a salvo or two, you see in the distance the lead heavy cruiser you've been targeting. One of the shells comes in just kind of directly amidships on it and explodes on the inside, and the ship kind of does like this. It's moving along, just buckles up and then back down and breaks in half. So that heavy cruiser is immediately sinking.
Oh
And
my
now
God.
they know for sure that you brought capital ships, because heavy cruisers don't do that to heavy cruisers. So that is one heavy cruiser sunk.
Oh my gosh.
Now your other capital ship.
Alright, this one is only movement 4.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think you get one more space because I had the waves him.
Just look at the bubble it's on you.
Oh, now that I'm in there, so.
And while Laurel is taking her turn, Dave, if you could show him how to make the circle on the Congo as well.
I don't know how to do that, so
Oh.
I would not be able to help.
We'll
I
do
think
it
I
later
can. I think
then.
I can put it on there.
Oh, yes, you put it on their form. That's perfect.
How close? That's 12, and I need to look at what the Andrea Dorio's thing.
Her
That
max is 12.
That is long range?
Well, no, she can't shoot further than 12.
Yeah. Which I believe that
That-
is. So
it's-
I'll shoot at this one.
Yeah, shoot at those guys.
Yeah. I would recommend shooting at one further back in the line, because that one's already taken damage.
No.
If you can. If you can, it's alright.
Let's see. I will shoot at this one
Oh.
that I'm pointing at. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So the second one in line.
Yeah. Alright. I'll actually press the buttons now. I believe I am at. That is my long range, so that's a -6. It's not benefiting from my admiral response.
It is, because it's your
It
ship.
is. So I would be at what, -2?
It should be the same 0. No, you're right. It should be. So it's -6 for long range. Then you get a +1 from crew skill and a +2 from your ability. Should be at -3 total.
-3, okay. There you go. I'll do a broadside dispersed.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that a +10? Oh my god. Okay.
Because the ship has like 13 guns on it.
'Cause you
23.
Ew.
That is going to be, so their avoidance threshold is 17. So that is a direct hit.
Okay. Just 1 AP direct hit?
Yep.
Boop. 94 on 68.
Okay, let's see what Sector 68 is. If it's not the superstructure, that ship is dead. So I don't even need to check what kind of armor they have. It's not enough. So you said Sector 68?
Yes, 68.
Okay, that is her stern. So as your battleship then turns and also opens fire on one of those light cruisers at the extreme ends of her range, one of the shells seems like it splashes in the water just short of the ship, but it actually, as it hits the water, it goes under and then penetrates into the ship anyway, in where she's not very armored, and there's just an explosion at the rear of the ship that like knocks her up into the air and then back down, and just, since this is a 12-inch shell on a kind of small ship, just her entire stern is just missing, and she begins to very quickly go down from her stern.
I get the feeling if I don't miss, I'm taking out a ship every turn.
That is how punching down works.
You really said blows up pancakes with mine.
My pancake.
All right, so you took out another cruiser.
Oh my god.
All right.
Yay.
So, and also I realized I forgot to put their destroyers on initiative, so I'm taking their turn now.
Fair enough.
So they're gonna move 1, 2, 3,
They were a
4,
little slow.
5,
They weren't ready for
6.
this.
And they're gonna move. Actually, those are gonna stay with the convoy. So they're gonna move 1, 2, 3.
I'm just imagining if the Congo or Bedelia went first.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I wonder what the Italians are doing here. Immediately, one of the ships is
Explodes.
just gone.
Mhm.
What?
Well, this all happened in the same 2 minutes at a time, so just think about this. In the first 2 minutes since you opened fire, 3 of their ships are already going down.
They went from mild confusion to
Panic.
either dead or dead fear.
Oh, I have a question. This
Yes.
is the first time our sirens, Giovanna, Aurelius, and Lorelei have been in battle with us. How are they feeling about this battle?
That is very true.
So, for Aurelius, he's on one of the heavy cruisers, right?
Yeah, he's with me on number 2.
So he's more like trepidatious, and you kind of feel that in the ship as well. It's still kind of trying to find its range. He's just like, it's like they're already firing at us. They seem to be finding their range as quickly as we are. I hope we don't take too many losses from this.
You know what you can do to help mitigate those losses?
What's that?
You can sing. Sing your hymn of the waves.
Right.
Oh.
Lorelei, her reaction is more like, this is a much better ship. Way better than that pile of garbage they were having me pilot in France. I like this battle cruiser much better.
Oh, I like this battle cruiser much better as well.
She's so fast. These guns sound like the roar of thunder. I love it.
And they kill things real good.
Yes. Though it does feel just a little fragile, but that's not really a problem right now.
No, I don't think any of these things are getting close enough to hit us.
And for Giovanna, since the ship she's with have already gotten a kill, I think the first reaction is just, yeah, first blood, let's go!
That is true, we did get first blood.
This is gonna be even better once I get that better ship he promised.
Oh, yes.
Alright, and I will say that from here, you could try and roll to negotiate with them at any point you desire, or you could farm them for XP. I don't really care.
I mean...
Because, you could reasonably say, hand over the convoy or we'll keep shooting.
Right.
And it would not be a high charm check to convince them at this point. But also, you get points for capturing the merchants. You don't get points for any of the warships that escape. So, it's kind of up to you now. How much do you want to farm them for XP? And how much do you want, and risk losing some of your own ships? Or just, preserving what you have and taking the free win?
I don't mind continuing to delete ships off the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
All
So
right.
again, we always do run the risk of them messing up our ships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with our luck, the first time we hit the explosion thing, the 100, it's not going to be one of us.
Yeah.
It's going to be Calvin.
So why don't we attempt it?
So I will say it's like basically your 2 big capital ships and your heavy cruisers. They have enough armor; they're not really in danger. But your light cruisers, as you saw, they could go down at any time.
Right,
So, and they're not
and-
cheap because they're pretty good light cruisers.
Yeah, our light cruisers are really good. We really don't want these to get messed up.
Mm-hmm. So it's a risk reward. You can get more XP, or you could conserve your ships. So
I mean, we can intimidate them into giving us all of the cargo. It's just like, hey, we deleted 3 of your ships in 2 minutes.
Give it.
Give me your
Good.
shit.
At this moment, that would be an easy DC. So it's a DC 8 charm check to convince them to hand over the cargo ships, and you'll let the warships and the prisoners go away.
So you want me to try
Yeah, go
and...
for it.
If that's the
Yeah.
group consensus, you
I
guys
say-
keep
Yeah, I
farming
say
them
go
if you
for
want.
it.
I say yes. I say
Yeah.
go for it.
So is that are those terms acceptable? You get to capture all the merchants, and they get to take their prisoners, and all the rest of the warships get to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, sounds good.
I mean, that sounds good, yeah.
I mean, there's nothing
We're
valuable
gonna
on
take an
warships.
aggressive stance.
Okay, take an aggressive stance. Yeah, I already know
Pretty
that.
safe bet.
I was gonna have them take an aggressive stance as well.
Okay, so
They're
it's
mad.
neutral.
It's neutral, yeah. All right, so go ahead
Oh,
and
20.
20. Well, the person commanding this fleet is a human. So let's see.
It's a what?
So let's roll the d20, and then I'll factor in their modifier. So they rolled a 14, but as they are not an admiral, their modifier is a -3, so that is an 11.
Oh my gosh.
Alright.
We win.
I think it's time for you to surrender now.
As much as we do not like you, we will take that on the condition that we may take our stricken sailors and our functional warships with us.
Yeah, they can take their functional warships. That's
Leave the
fine.
cargo.
Yes. May we have our sailors from the Merchant Marine on the ships?
Yes.
Acceptable.
So basically, they don't want you capturing any Chinese prisoners. Is all
Yes,
they're
go
asking.
ahead. Take all of your people. We'll take it from here.
Mhm.
Just don't take any of this stuff. That's ours.
Yep. So with that will end this brief conflict.
Feel
I will-
strong. Feel powerful.
Yep.
It's not like it matters if they take the people anyways. We're about to get China back to being full China anyways.
Yeah.
So
So
all
it
those
doesn't
people,
matter.
they're going back into China.
Right, like they're gonna become the good China
The don't-
soon.
The preferred, the
Right.
China that we have aligned
The
ourselves
mommy
with.
China.
Mother China.
Mothers.
No, mommy China.
Mommy.
Have you seen Levi?
Okay, so you guys ready for your XP?
Yes.
Yay!
So I'll go ahead and calculate it for you guys.
Oh, gosh.
So you get 100 because you won a battle.
Woo! 100. Okay.
Then you sank, and correct me if I'm wrong. You sank 2 light cruisers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So those are worth 200 XP each. So that
Okay,
gives you
so
400.
Mm-hmm.
You sank 1 heavy cruiser, and those are worth 300 XP.
Okay.
And then each KA, and all of these KAs are under 15,000 tons of displacement. So each one captured is 50.
How many are there?
So that's 50 times, I believe there were 26.
Oh my god.
So that's 2,100 XP for each of you as admirals, each of your sirens that are present, so everyone except Mother Rosaria,
Yep.
and each of your ships gain 2,100
I
XP.
think that bumps some
Probably
people
all
up
of them
to...
up to... And there's nobody at level 1 anymore,
Yeah,
that's for
hold
sure.
on. Let me get my.
So that's added on top
My
of the
warships.
XP we
You
already
already
had
had, yes.
as
Yep.
a admiral. Where did I put my XP? Alright.
That's a good question. If you can't find it, the
I
new
found
number
it.
is 0.
I found
No, I'm
it.
just joking. All of you should be the same. All of you would be the same. None of you have spent your own XP.
I have.
You spent it from your own pool.
Which
I might have.
Which
Oh.
CA do you have, Laurel?
Oh, no, I haven't.
And just make sure that these only go to the ships that were present for the fight.
So I'm
Okay.
at 3,600.
So, you need to give it to... Scroll...
I only
we don't
have-
have any heavy... it's just my heavy cruisers, I
Okay.
think.
And
So, scroll down. So you need to do 7, 8, and 9
Yep.
of your
Okay.
light cruisers.
So I'll put it in the chat just in case anybody forgets. The magic number is 2,100.
So 2,100. What level does that put a ship at?
Okay. If they have 2,100 total,
Total.
yeah. So if they started with 0 and they gained 2,100 to go to 2,100, that should put them at level 2, I believe.
Just level 2. Okay.
Yeah. Because the Dulio should be at 0 and a Congo should be at 0. So yeah, they should both go up
Yeah.
to level 2 now.
That's what I'm doing. And I think I'm just going to track the levels and stuff in the actual page because,
Wherever you want to track it.
yeah, that's easier to find.
Okay.
I'll update it later. Where'd it go? Congo, what? Oh, there you are.
Okay,
There's
and let me
XP
make
on
sure
hold because
to
it was
go
an
to the
enemy
XP
XP
chart.
Looks like, as admirals, we have gotten to level 3.
That sounds about right.
snap.
I was about to say. 'Cause I think you
Or
get
rank
level...
3.
Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah.
Because I'm at 3,600. Everybody
Yep.
else should be at the same.
Yep, so if you have more than 3,000 XP, that's what you need to get to level 3.
Okay. I need to reopen my
Convenient
thing
that way.
because it was doing some weird stuff.
Yeah, so any ship, siren, or admiral with more than 3,000 experience will be at level 3, because none of you should be at double that yet, so...
Yeah.
My thing's being slow.
It's okay.
Ooh, one of my ships is now level 3.
Good.
The Amalfi.
I have to.
Yes.
Brian Porkchop said, "Reject Daddy China, embrace Mommy China."
Indeed.
That man was not
It's
daddy.
literally what we did.
That
though.
man
He
was
was-
barely cousin.
I was about to say the same thing!
So,
Oh my God.
how this battle went, while you guys do your XP, is this Chinese convoy was just sailing peacefully, trying to make it to the western Chinese warlords. All of a sudden, they spot a war fleet on the horizon, flying flags of a nation that is almost as far away from here as humanly possible. They receive no radio transmission whatsoever. A pair of capital ships open up on them and blow a pair of their cruisers absolutely out of the water with little to no means to retaliate, while the cruisers on each side exchange some fire and draw some blood. And after 2 minutes and blowing 3 of their ships out of the water, they get a message that basically says, "Give us your stuff, or we're gonna keep shooting at you."
After those warning shots, you want to give me your stuff.
How much total XP are we supposed to have?
3,600.
Okay.
Oh, do we get more XP for capturing KAs versus sinking them?
No, it's the same.
Oh, okay. Oh. I think it's
Did I?
10 per.
Did I? Let me double check. I thought I was in the right
I'm sorry.
spot. Oh, I was looking at the wrong chart for
Did we get too many
everything.
XP or too little XP?
Too much.
Probably.
Aw.
Where's
Why
the
don't
XP
we just
chart?
mess around with it later?
You know what? Because it's my mistake, you guys keep it for now, and as a show of you guys getting XP from all the sailing you've been doing,
Yes.
Yay.
we'll just keep it for now, and I'll be
And we
less
get
bad
no
at games
XP when we
later.
return.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
normally we get XP when we return from missions, so we'll just not get any whenever we return
Yeah.
this time.
I was looking at the wrong chart because I'm distracted, and everything on my computer is working at a quarter speed.
It's alright, I had it pulled up, so if
Thank
you need
you.
anything else for XP, just let me know. I have
Thank
the
you.
PDF pulled up. So.
Yes. Because normally I have 4 different versions of the rules open and like scrolling and looking at them with like my 2 regular and 2 ghost eyes all at once scrolling through the rules. But no, this time I just have to look at one at a time.
You can just say that we got extra XP for all the good stuff that we've done with all of our allies.
Sure. It's been all of the stuff you've been doing in the background, all your negotiations
Yeah.
and all the other
Yes.
admiral stuff.
Yeah.
Brian Porkchop says, that moment where you sent the note on the first shells.
And Levi will be happy that you
Oh,
did
yeah.
sink 3 Chinese, 3, I guess you would call them rebel cruisers.
Right.
And you're taking all of, well, most of those ships to her. So I will tell you what those special ships are carrying. So the extra large cargo ship, which is a small cargo but still twice the size of the other ones,
Yeah.
it's carrying the same cargo as the others. So no real change there. For the 2 that carry liquid cargo, though, they're carrying crude oil. So between the 2 of them, that is 35,000 tons of crude oil you've also captured.
Jeez.
Which translates to how much regular?
And let me
So that
double
way we
check.
can add it to our resources.
You'll have to get it back home first.
But
But
yeah.
Okay, let me double check.
Resources.
I'm gonna start looking at admiral builders.
Yes.
Maybe I'll take some combat ability now. I've only taken out of combat abilities.
Sure you don't want to complete the... It's too bad you can't complete the dark trio of charisma abilities.
Not yet. They aren't worshipping me yet.
Mm-hmm.
One day they will.
And you don't gain any fleet mutiny for this because it was too small of a victory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. For every 2 tons of crude oil, you bring back 1 ton of fuel is gained. So you just basically have it.
Okay, so what was
So-
the number again?
35,000. So you'll gain 17,500 tons of fuel should you be able to get both of these ships back. Or, if you don't want to trek them all the way back, you could sell the crude oil to Japan or China, but I think you're perfectly within your reason to just take that oil for yourselves.
Okay, got you.
We'll just note that down.
Yeah, I have it. I'm just putting it at the bottom of our group resources.
That sounds good. I presume the next thing you're doing is you're taking that convoy back to China
Yep.
in order to sell off all that stuff.
Yep.
So, now, if I remember, it was 26 ships, but 3 of them are special. But one of them counts as 2. Oh, that makes it
Do you
a
want-
nice 25.
Do you want to read says Laurel?
Once again, I'm straight, so he wouldn't do anything for me. But I will say that I've never seen a more garbage man. I've seen some Otome game men be terrible people and still be some form of likable.
You designed an NPC that no one likes by design.
Everyone
It's
hated
wonderful.
that.
It's great.
No,
His
I love
face
him, though.
shows up. Like I
I
love
love
the
him,
art.
though.
The art's fantastic, but just
Mhm.
it's so perfect. He just shows up and everybody disliked that. Like I didn't even do anything yet.
He ruins the vibes of the party every time he walks in.
That man did not pass the vibe check.
Nope.
Okay, so as you are, so for the cargo of these ships, I believe it was worth 500 bull each, but it is half price because China is not as rich as your home country.
Okay, you should take that one.
Let me
Perfectionist?
actually double check.
I was thinking about it last time. I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna take it this time.
So what that'll do
Oh, yeah.
is, like, for example, the only ship in effect right now is your brand new heavy cruiser.
Yeah.
So that ship, whenever the first one comes out, I'm going to roll a d4 behind the screen. If I roll a 1 or a 2, there's nothing wrong with it. But if I roll a 3 or a 4, it'll have 1 or more defects, which are just like debuffs on it that
Yeah.
make it worse and could be expensive to fix. And if you take Perfectionist, instead of rolling a d4 minus 2 defects, you get a d4 minus 3 if you use some of your like downtime to like extra scrutinize and triple, quadruple check everything about the ship.
Yeah.
Either that or you can take Penny Pincher.
I was also
You
thinking
are
about,
kind of like that.
I was also
Actually,
thinking about that.
You take Penny Pincher, I'll take Perfectionist.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let me double check what the cargo was worth, and I know a shortcut to get to cargo.
What's the name? What's the file? I'm trying to find it.
It's not in Google Docs.
Oh, what?
Okay, 500 bull.
Where's the
So
PDF?
That's PDF.
That we sent to your
25
email.
times
Email.
500 divided by
I know this is your first time using your email,
It's
but
in the computer.
It's not in this computer.
It's in the computer.
just
Why am I, that's not how you.
Right? Why are you putting into the search bar your username for your email?
what is my email?
I don't know. Oh
Google,
my God,
take
I
me
have
to my
I
email.
have to sign in.
All right. So,
Y'all just tell me what to take. I'm not.
We'll look at it later.
so I presume that you're selling to Levi all of the generic merchants and all of the rock cargo, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So in that case, all told, that is worth 12,000 bull.
Ooh.
I'll be right back.
Okay, have fun.
Get that 12,000.
Yeah, and you can just add that straight to your stockpile because they're not giving you bullion. You're part of the alliance. They're just accepting Chinese, I guess it'd be yuan for it.
Yeah, so I put it in our...
Yes, you can
full
add it straight to
stockpile?
your stockpile.
Okay, I got it. Don't do it. Don't touch it.
I'm not touching anything. I'm touching my stuff.
I don't believe you.
It's mine.
Laura,
Now-
why are you touching yourself on stream?
Oh gosh.
So for the 3 special auxiliary ships, the small cargo, the merchant oiler, and the replenishment tanker, what do you want to do with those? Because the crude oil, you could sell it to Japan or China, or you can take it back for yourselves. And the ships themselves, you can keep them to just add them to your merchant marine fleet yourselves, or you could try and sell them to Levi for half price. But they're expensive enough and might be worthwhile, even if you do want to sell them, to trek them back to Italy to sell them at full price because they're much more expensive.
So I say we sell the fuel because we have a ton of fuel.
Okay,
for
so we're gonna
ourselves.
sell...
the 17,500.
So we're gonna sell the oil, okay?
So we'll empty them out, but I want to keep those.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me I think I'm going to say in this area, the standard price for the fuel would be anywhere from 1.5 to 2.5 bull per ton. Do you
Can
want
I
to
roll a charm to
Yes.
try and get us a better, like on the higher end there?
Yes. Higher end would mean selling it to Japan. Lower end would mean more selling it to China. So.
I don't know what this is in relation to, but I
Mhm.
love it anyways. Brian Porkchop said spend time to slap the engineers when they forget to clean up.
Like with the perfectionist
I
ability.
got you. I got you.
You're just going around.
Can't you do it right?
Just imagine, because you're so tiny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Make these better or else.
Mm-hmm.
God says that you should always be perfect in every way. So why aren't you perfect?
Right.
So I got a 17 to
Okay.
try and get some good deals on our fuel.
That beats the hard DC. So you'll be able to get 2.5 bull per ton of fuel.
Okay.
So you can take that 17,500 So,
2.5.
mm-hmm.
I'm not doing that math.
It's okay, Calvin's doing it.
I'm not
He already
made
has
for
Okay.
it.
Yeah, Japan actually buys that for this much bowl.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh, hold that, keep that up
Yep.
for me.
So that's for everybody at home, 43,750 bowl.
They really need fuel, don't they?
Yeah, because all of the fuel around here is held by the British or the Dutch. They did it that way on purpose so they could gouge every Asian country in existence for fuel prices alongside the Americans.
Katarina's just
It's
like
almost like they're racist.
she's like talking with Musashi on the phone, kicking her feet, and it's
Mhm.
just like, Musashi, they are just treating you so badly.
That's why we want an ally in Europe.
Uh-huh. I'm so sorry. This is so unfair. Don't worry. We're gonna help you out. Here,
Mhm.
here. We have some. We're gonna give it to you guys.
And you still sold it to them for less than the British, Dutch, or
Oh,
Americans
God.
would
Look at how
have.
much
So
money we
much.
have.
See, look, I'm earning us money. I can do that.
All right,
Now
so
let's go home and spend it.
you're keeping those 3 ships, and Japan and China will just let you dock them in their countries until you're ready to pick them up. You don't have to travel around with these empty merchant
Thank
ships for
God.
no reason.
All right.
So that will be the. Oh yeah, now
I'll
each
add
of
that
you.
to our fleet real
Yes.
quick.
So I'll just put it in chat. So
Yeah, you do that. I deal with our finances and stuff. You deal with our ships.
Yeah, I like doing that.
I
so
don't. It's so much.
1 small cargo. You should already have several, so do them. 1 replenishment tanker. And make sure that you don't confuse that with a fleet oiler, because those are 2 drastically different ships.
Hold on one second.
Okay, I'm just
what are
putting-
they?
Small cargo.
Yeah, 1 small cargo,
1 replenishment tanker.
1 replenishment tanker, empty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then 1 merchant oiler. You can just add that to the other merchant marine ships that you have. They're all stored in a document
Nice.
somewhere.
I'm adding it to our fleet,
Oh, that's smart.
so
'cause you
that
gotta
way,
make
in
sure you
case
bring
we
them
don't
back.
get it back, then.
That is true. You do have to get these back to Italy.
Mm-hmm.
They do have to make it there
Mhm.
before they exist.
So, because those are all 3 fairly expensive ships. I think it probably cost over 10,000 bull to buy either of them on the open market usually.
Yeah.
These are much more expensive ships.
Yeah, and they're ours now.
Yeah.
And then we'll go through, and England will be like, "Where did you get those?" It's like, we got them from our friend.
It's like, these look like Chinese vessels. Yes, we made friends with China. We got them from China. It's like furrows brow and can't prove that
But
you
it's-
did anything wrong.
But it's not wrong. We did get it from China.
China. Alright, so now each of you get a slot of free time, and then something fun's gonna happen.
I'll let you go first.
Yeah, and he has to go last because he's
Yes.
not here. I think he's checking his email on his computer.
Probably. Alright, so Dave, take your slot of free time.
Were you checking your email on your computer? Oh, you weren't? Oh, I thought that's what you were doing. I thought you were checking your email on your
Oh,
computer.
you went to the business office.
I love business. Business. Okay, free time.
Yes, you're still at sea, so.
Free time.
You only stopped by China/Japan to sell them things, so.
Too bad these weren't French ships.
No, there's a possibility of that in the future, though. We're gonna get to that in the next weeks, in the
I
coming
mean-
weeks.
I guess I'll just hang out with the crew, keep them from
Sure, you can do
getting
that.
mutiny, because, I mean, I can't go on a date
No.
with Giovanna out at sea. And I
It's
already
kinda
know.
creative.
I know everything about her already.
Mhm.
Do I have anything I need to learn about?
Alright, Laura, what would you like to do?
Oh, okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna learn more about Aurelius.
Alright, go ahead.
There's still some things I can learn about him.
Go right ahead.
Actually, no. I'm going to spend some time with him.
Of
I
course.
think.
Let me open Aurelius.
Because I'm really close to getting him to level 1, and then he could have another hymn if he
Yes.
was at RP level 1.
All the odd numbered RP levels give you an additional hymn.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Because he just got more control, I believe. Oh, no, he might have gotten another. I'll check in a minute, but I want to
Mhm.
maximize how many hymns he can have right now.
Yes, because more hymns is good.
Uh-huh. So, what I am going to do is on the boat, I can spend some time with him. So I need to get 3 RP.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know more about him so that way I can do more stuff. So
Yeah.
I will just learn more about him.
Okay. He is medium, so it's a DC 12 wit check to learn more about him.
Okay, I think I can get that. Come on. Learn more about him.
Ah.
Yeah, and you only have the one check this week, so...
Yeah, so I try, and so Katarina's like, oh, Aurelius, how about we go spend some time together? He's like, how can I spend time together with you? We have so many reports to write after the battle. And I'm just like, oh, Aurelius, calm down. We don't have to work every second of the day. Yes, we do.
How are we going to get anything done?
Alright, and Red, you have a slot of free time.
Oh, good lord. I'm going to take some time to attempt and probably fail to learn things about Lorelai.
Sure.
Good luck.
She is hard, so that's a DC 16 wit check.
Well, yeah, she's hard. She has a carapace.
Yep, that's how that goes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
No, she's a bug.
Little buggy girl.
I
A
forget
cute
what Daniel. Oh, wait, no. I can go to my character sheet and click that now because y'all did cool stuff to it.
Yep,
It's wit.
that's me. Yep, wit.
Click. Hold on. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, because you're missing one like and one dislike.
Alright.
Because you're lame and dumb.
What did I? 15?
One off. So you learn lots of things about her, just none of the ones that mechanically count.
Yeah,
Can
what
I-
does she talk about?
Give
Give us her voice a little bit.
So she's just like, wow, I learned so much more about this ship by actually using it than just generally spending time on it. So many of the little intricacies of how the crew likes to use it. Did you know that us sirens, whenever we're harmonized with the ship, we can feel the little pitter-patter of everyone's feet and know where everyone is on the ship at all times?
That would make me feel. That sounds like bugs crawling across. I hate.
You can feel when people are stepping on the ship as if they're stepping on you, or is it different?
I mean, it's more or less the same. Why do you think it hurts us so much when our ships get shot?
I've never seen I've never seen a siren take damage.
It's not pleasant.
I have,
Let's hope it stays that way.
yeah!
Keep being a good admiral and it will.
I will continue to be the best admiral.
Just remember, I can tell just from feeling it, this ship has very good guns, but not great armor. Don't get me too close, please.
It doesn't look like I need to.
No, that's why the guns have a longer range than anything in your entire fleet,
Yes.
even with a him helping.
I would like to upgrade. This is out of character. I would like to upgrade the armor at some point, if that is possible.
It's expensive, but it is doable, and it would slow the ship down.
Yeah, it'd slow it down, but imagine being able to fire short range and that not be a super risky move.
Yeah, but that's the opposite of what the ship was built to do.
Yeah.
That'd be a brawling ship, and this ship was built to be a sniper.
Yeah, and it sniped real good.
It is.
Oh.
It is good at its job.
I get one more day of free time, right?
No, because
No.
you're doing combat things
Oh, yeah.
out on the water.
We're in
Um,
the ocean.
I kind of want to know what Lorelai's reaction was to seeing this guy who presents himself as a good Catholic boy going absolutely rabid and to take out these two ships with her.
Just like, you're very passionate about your job. I like that.
She likes you.
Was Duquesne not passionate?
Duquesne was a little... How do I put this? I don't want to say a coward, because it didn't quite go that far, but he was just too...
He's risk averse.
He's excellent. You're smart. But
Not
he was
really.
just...
Good. I know words. Good.
I know words good.
He's like, I'm still learning this language.
Yes.
But yeah, he was just... He wasn't decisive. Is that the word? Decisive?
Yes, I believe that.
Yeah, he
Fits.
just wasn't very decisive. He just waffled.
Wow. Yeah. It's a good
Like,
one.
you didn't even talk to these people, just targets, go, done. I liked
Yes.
that. There's no weird politic nonsense. Like, we're here to get them, so get them.
Yes, exactly.
All
Two
right.
warning shots sink a ship. That's what we're supposed to do.
It does when it's 14-inch guns.
Yeah.
All right, so this is going to be the end of that week, which I believe ticks over to a new month as well. But don't give your salaries just yet, because you get good news from home.
Oh, hello.
That due to all of your actions, your standings have risen from neutral to good, so your salaries go up.
How much?
goes from 6,000 lira a month to 7,200.
Oh my god, I got
So
math again.
an extra 1,200.
Alright, hold on.
So whatever your current take home is, add 1,200.
Alright, so I don't even remember how this mathed. So expenses, 2,000 lira for a small apartment and 1,500 lira for
Yeah, that's your money after expenses. So
something.
add.
So you're just adding 1,200 to your money after expenses.
Yeah.
1,200.
Yeah.
So that's 3,700 lira.
Yep, so that's a pretty big increase going from 2,500 to 3,700.
Yeah.
So each of you get a noticeable bump to your salary.
So standing is good now.
Yes, all of you are now in good standing.
Galileo, open your character sheet. I want to see your insides.
So what is the salary before stuff? Because I also have that written down in case we need it.
7,200.
7,200.
You will need that should you ever get yourself a raise.
I think I have enough to go lobbying when I get home.
And fun part is, even while you're spending months away from home traveling and everything, you get paid the whole time.
So after that, I now add the 3,700 to the 7,900 I currently have.
Yeah, to your savings every month, right now.
All right,
including.
I put my cell phone in my pocket. All right, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, the thing for you, that's almost like I think it's almost exactly a 50% increase to your take home.
Oh yeah.
So you make in 2 months what you used to make in 3.
I think one of these expenses is addiction to cigarettes.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So
I don't have it written down.
I'm dumb.
So you're
big
always
spend.
like smoking.
Yes. Every time he's been like doing
Mhm.
anything in a place where it is socially acceptable to smoke, he has been smoking.
Like, the ship that is yours.
Yes.
But not in the.
Oh, not where in another life I found a man smoking.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
In
It was
In the ammo storage?
in the ammo storage. In another life, my character opened the door to ammo storage. I guess just to count the ammo or something. And there was a man taking his smoke break in there.
Mm-hmm.
Needless
Sitting
to
on
say.
a 15-inch shell.
Can I have the number of the raise we got again? Because I was struggling
1,200
with my...
lira.
Okay, I was struggling with my character.
Also,
sheet.
Brian Porchop has a suggestion about alterations to make to your battle cruiser, Red. Says, or you could get bigger guns.
Yes.
Yeah, Brian Porchop says, referring to the smoking, so everywhere but the ammo storage.
Yes. I now have $10,000 in my bank account.
That's great.
In my fictional bank account. I wish I had that much in my bank account.
Now all of you are making more money and you're in good standing. That also means
Put your
that
standing
the-
because you had a neutral still.
Shoot.
that the DCs to lobby have gone down as well.
Oh.
Your standing is very much a rich get richer sort of thing. You have more money to be able to afford to lobby more, and the lobbying DCs are easier.
But it works opposite as well. If our
Yes.
standing
Goes down. You make less money, and the DCs go up. Oh, yeah, Brian Parchop has come up with more places that you should probably ban smoking. He suggests ammo storage, obviously. Also, maybe the electrical closet. And maybe the fuel intake.
You're just giving him more places
To smoke.
to have characters do that and turn mine into even more of a hypocrite.
Right?
And hey, I will say, since you do smoke, you've probably taken a smoke break with Masashi at least once.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because it's Japan.
Everybody smokes.
Yeah, it's still like that
In
today.
the time
Yeah.
period,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's.
Crimson suggests maybe the engine room in general.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea. There's a lot of flammable things there.
It's already really hot in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywhere where food's there, because I don't think you'd want tobacco smoke smell to be attached to the food.
Yeah.
Oh, Mitch Mash has a question for all of you. He says,
Okay, I got
yeah.
this, guys.
Go ahead.
We shot 2 warning shots into his head.
Yeah, no, we, the 2 times I fired out of my 2 ships, I sunk a ship each.
I also
And
sunk a
then-
ship.
So after 2 minutes in game, a bunch of hundreds. Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Um,
3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We just-
So yeah, we 2 minutes in game time, not
Our time.
IRL. We managed to sink 3 ships and then get all the cargo thing in exchange for not blowing up any more ships.
We also got a raise because
got a
we're
raise.
awesome.
Yeah, we're
Because
standing, that's
we
what I was
did
changing.
really
Where'd I put
good.
that?
We've been good
Down,
boys and
down,
girls.
Yes.
down,
This is my
lobbying.
lobbying.
There you go.
Good.
Yep.
Mismatch has an appropriate reaction.
Right. But yes. Thank you for getting my reference, Screams and Simp. I was quoting Chicago.
All right. So now it is the beginning of the new week where you guys got all of your extra salary.
Yes.
Your standing has officially increased.
Yes.
I knew it might be an extra month or 3 before you got back home, so I just give it to you now so you get all the extra money.
It's not like we can use it on anything out here.
No.
We're underwater. Help, girl, I'm in the water.
But you can accumulate it.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh yeah. How long do we plan to be on the sea still?
Until we get to go home.
So
Yeah.
now the next thing is, do you want to continue hunting convoys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
so
fun.
See, that's why I decided we shouldn't keep going because if our ships get hurt, we only have these ones all the way out here.
Yeah, you're several weeks from home.
Yeah.
So, Laurel, roll me a d4 to determine the weather.
Weather.
Weather is currently good, just not great.
2.
But good. 2. So it stays good. Dave, roll me a d100. Oh, no, we're not doing that. You're hunting.
We're
right.
hunting.
You're not traveling, you're
I
hunting.
do my wit.
Yes, the DC is still 15.
Okay.
It does not change.
We're still looking for
16.
lightly
Yeah.
escorted.
Above one above the DC.
But lightly
Okay.
escorted.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm gonna, since you've had one of each, I'm gonna roll randomly.
Crimson says communist ships making
Ain't shit in terms of anything
Yep.
that isn't being somehow functional.
right.
Yeah, that is kind of the thing. Okay, you got lucky. These are another group of unescorted merchants. So, Red, roll me a D100 to
Okay.
determine their cargo.
D100.
You need above 25. Oh, and roll me 3d4.
Boop. Boop, boop, boop.
You know you can.
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, but now I have to add them.
Yeah.
So now
well, they're
it
all
is
twos.
It's 6.
So, there are 6 merchant ships, but the 16 means that they're empty.
Ah.
Well,
I'm
just-
gonna
There's
use
only
a
6
pearl.
of them, so.
Let's just go let them go. No.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
we can
not
keep
fighting.
hunting.
I mean, it's free, though. You still sell the empty ships.
That is true.
That's true.
Yep, they're unescorted, so
Yeah, because there's not even a fight engine.
right.
But no
So-
XP.
I'm hungry.
No, since there was no combat, no XP.
We're
So.
just gonna have a huge line
Yes.
of cargo ship.
Oh, you've been turning them in.
Yeah.
Oh, we've been
So-
turning.
Yeah. We go home after the week.
Yeah,
So is
you
this-
get that much bull.
Okay.
Bull.
Because it's not that much, but you'll take it.
Well,
And
Yeah,
it's-
I'll write it down, and just have it until we're until we get a
Another
big.
combat.
Yeah.
We're
Okay,
going
so-
to our home away.
I have
from
it written
home.
down. Don't
okay,
worry.
good.
Okay. Want me to hunt again?
That is actually your encounter for the week. So you guys each get another slot of free time.
All
Do
right.
we get 2 days, or was that
Just
Just
one
one day.
slot.
Just one? Okay.
Because remember, we're in port, or we're not in port.
We're not
Mhm.
in port.
At home, you get 2. On the sea, you get 1.
Yeah.
Unless
Okay.
you can get a super low crew mutiny level.
Because
Alright.
we're
Alright.
busy.
I guess I'll work on mutiny again.
Sure.
I need to know.
So it goes down once every time I do it, or
Since you are personally maintaining it, it does not change.
okay.
I still don't learn anything about him. He's too
Correct.
busy. He's such a good boy working so
Mhm.
hard.
He's
Your
diligent.
turn to fail
He's
your
a
roll.
diligent boy.
Oh!
I finally found something out.
Okay, let me see what you're going to learn about her.
Yay,
as
we
I
can't
open
wait
up
to
her
hear
sheet.
more from Laurelie. I think she's like number 2 favorite.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, Brian Porkchop said, capital ship rolls up along either side. This is your new heading, and these are your papers. Have a good day.
Yeah, that is what it is.
Yep.
Communist shit making.
Oh, yeah, I already
Oh,
read
I
that
already
one.
read that out.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, let me see if you're. Let me see what's more realistic for you to get: her last like or her last dislike.
Right, it's Lorelai time, guys. Lorelai was I think Lorelai was the first character everyone went bananas over.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So here's what you're going to learn about her.
How does she
Uh,
say it?
So it's less that what she's saying and more what you see her doing, is because it's actually starting to get a little bit cooler. Actually, no. She will say this, just like, "Oh, thank goodness it's finally fall. It's like I might be a summer mantis, but I'm not a summer creature. It's been too hot out here in the tropics. I'm so glad it's finally cooling down. I can't stand it when it's hot and sticky and 80 degrees all the time.
Oh.
So she has a dislike of heat.
Ah, that's fair. I just like heat as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Me, the real. What does that mean? What?
All right.
I give off a
So-
lot of heat, I guess.
I think that was everybody's free time.
Yep.
Mutiny does not change. So I'll increment the week forward again.
Can I hunt?
1 second. Actually, there's going to be a change.
Hmm.
So it is now the 10th of September.
Okay.
So, as you have now captured 3 merchant convoys from the
Yeah.
Western Chinese warlords, and they are aware that you were the ones capturing them.
It's kind of obvious.
Yeah, because there was that group of warships that did get away.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we wanted them to get away because we wanted to go hunting for more.
So since they know that you have a big old raiding fleet here hunting them, they're going to start changing up their tactics. So there are almost no unescorted or lightly escorted fleets of Chinese ships left.
Mm-hmm.
They are now in one of 2 forms.
Okay.
They're either going to be heavily escorted,
Okay.
so as to try and dissuade you, because they know the composition of the fleet you have, or they're going to be having their trading partners escort them. So you could encounter
Ah.
Chinese merchants, but it won't be Chinese
Shit.
escorts.
I got you.
The most common will be Soviet and with also some French and British.
Can we look for specifically ones that are escorted by
French.
specific ships?
Of course you can.
All right.
Let's find France.
So, here's what it'll be. If you only want to find... So basically, like, your previous DC was 15 for lightly or unescorted.
Yeah.
If you're only going for that with Chinese escorts now, the DC goes from 15 to 25.
Okay.
Oh God.
But if you want to include heavily escorted fleets or fleets escorted by a couple other nations, you can push that DC down.
Yeah. So we'll do France. We're
Okay,
adding
so you're-
France in there.
You're accepting
do-
French escorts.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, do we want to attack France right now? Because that might.
'Cause that would be attacking
they would probably
French
want to
warships.
start war.
That is true.
Yeah.
They could use it as a casus
That's
belli
true.
against you.
Well, I don't think we
True.
want that yet.
You could. It might not start a war with
But it
one
could.
attack, but it could. Yes,
Yeah.
depends on how confident
we're
they
also
are.
in conflict with China, and we can just say that it was through conflict with China. It was just France is being dickheads. I need to finish my quest.
Yeah, it's just you can't finish that quest without either being at war or taking a big risk.
Oh
That's
my God.
why it's a hard quest for a
Damn
hard
it.
siren.
Yeah.
It specifically says in the game that quests for hard siren should be like the 7 labors of Hercules. It's supposed to be hard.
Oh my gosh.
So, do you want to risk starting a war
For my girl.
for your girlfriend?
Didn't I already do that?
Kind of.
I mean,
Like
it's up to
twice?
you 3.
what do you think?
I don't think it's a risk we should take right now. I think we should let them come to attack us.
All right.
That's very fair.
Taking Lorelai take her out of your brain.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What
I
do
know
you
it's
think?
hard.
Um,
She's very pretty.
So
and
I
cute.
don't know about. So is there a thing between lightly
Mhm.
guarded and heavily guarded? Is there like
No.
So
it's
we
just,
would
just a
have
roll
to-
of like how high do the dice go.
Yeah.
So the options are you can add on heavily escorted Chinese fleets, which would have more merchants, but would also you might encounter Chinese capital ships. Or you could risk attacking fleets escorted by British, Soviet, or French escorts.
we don't want to go with war with any other nations.
Mm-hmm. Because those 3 nations would be able to bite back.
Yes. We want to take over this other China so we can go to war with these other nations.
Mm-hmm. So it is just a thing. So it'd be kind of hard to keep hunting their merchants as is now. You can still do it, but obviously they're not just going to sit there and let you keep taking their stuff because they're intelligent.
So do we want to keep hunting and risk losing some ships, or
Though I will say, if you do encounter a heavily escorted convoy, it will be even bigger than the lightly escorted one.
Oh, well,
but
that is a good point.
Everyone is like war, 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 war. And Crimson pointed out, can't start a war if the ships go missing.
See,
I mean,
I
sea
think-
monsters exist.
I mean, I think Brian Porkchop said something similar.
Yeah, right?
What if none of the ships survive?
Right.
that is a thing. If not a single ship escapes, you could potentially get away with just claiming the fleet disappeared.
Right,
I
because
mean,
like
I wouldn't mind fighting a lightly escort because I shot 2 shots and killed 2 ships.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So if it was a lightly escorted, but escorted by French, we could probably still do the same thing
But the
because
thing
French
is-
warships suck.
But they don't suck as much as Russian ships.
Not as
That's
much,
true.
but also I hit super hard.
That
right
is
now.
true.
And super far away. I can get into my medium range before they get into their long range.
So I say, would we be able to run away from a fleet even if we were hunting it once we see the composition?
Oh, so here's the thing. It's just a part of the SOS system. If you are trying to raid a convoy,
Mhm.
the convoy escorts, their number one job is to make sure the convoy stays safe.
Okay.
If you attack convoy escorts and you attempt to run away, they will always let you flee.
Okay.
Right.
Because they want you away because their job is to protect their little babies. The only time they might not let you run is if all the merchant ships are sunk, then they might just attack you out of vengeance. But as long as they still have ships to protect, they will always let you flee.
So here's an idea that I have.
Yeah.
What if we do the Pokemon shiny hunting thing, where
So-
we encounter, but if it's not what we want, we run away.
You can do that.
Yeah, because it is not an attack if we don't shoot our guns.
That's true. There's nothing for them to get mad about for you just sailing in their vicinity
Right.
and investigating fleets.
They're just standing there.
I'm not.
Menacingly.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching
Basically,
you.
what we'll
Yeah.
be doing.
Yep. Nothing illegal about that.
If it's a fleet that we know for sure we
Yeah.
can take out almost immediately, we'll fight it. If
Mhm.
it's not, we'll just leave.
Yep. All right. So, you're still obviously, if you get lucky and find unescorted or lightly escorted Chinese fleets, you'll take those. What are
Yeah.
you adding to the mix so I know how to change the DC?
I say French, since I mean we did agree that if we kill all of them, they can't really get
Right.
mad. Because
There is the
there's
chance
no
if there are no
proof.
survivors. And
Uh.
China would be willing to work with you to hide any other evidence.
I have a question, spurred on by Brian Porkchop.
Yes.
Do we have Soviet convoys going around through here as well?
Oh yes, there's plenty of Soviet
Okay.
ships in this area because you are like along the border between like Western China, Southern China, and Manchuria. So Soviet Union's very close by.
So a false
False
flag
flag. Ooh,
attack
that's a little
would
spooky.
probably piss off the entire world.
Yeah.
If you get caught.
Yeah,
If we get caught.
But also, right now you don't have any Soviet flags, and these are clearly not Soviet ships.
Right,
Yeah,
Well,
but
that's
if
what
we
they're saying.
stole
They're saying
one-
capture
if we
some.
get a Soviet ship, because you said there's Soviet
I
convoys.
now realize where the term false flag came from.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, if we go to a Soviet convoy, take their flags and or their ships.
The only thing would be
Well, we
though,
would have to use
the
a
Soviet
ship.
Union would know what ships went missing, so
Yeah.
they'd be able to line that up. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if we get caught, it's definitely going to war with every.
Right.
That would make a lot of
country.
people really upset.
It might even tick off our allies, probably not Li Bai, but like Japan would probably not be really happy about working with war criminals, even though war crimes don't exist.
And the problem is the
Yeah.
Soviets are also really close with Britain, so taking off the Soviets might bring Britain against you as well.
Right, this
and
might
I
this
don't
might
wanna
bring
deal with
England in
Britain
there.
Yeah.
So
I don't
um,
wanna-
So
Yeah.
just what else? So you're saying that French light and heavily escorted convoys, or only lightly escorted French
I
convoys?
say
lightly escorted.
I say we throw heavy because here's the thing with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how many dice Kelvin gets to roll.
Yep.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's gonna be big.
Yep.
Because he could roll like crap.
Okay, so heavily
true.
escorted Chinese
Yep.
and lightly escorted French.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's what we're looking
And lightly
for.
Okay.
escorted Chinese, but yeah, that's
Mhm.
probably not going to happen.
Okay, so you're adding in heavily escorted Chinese and lightly escorted French.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have 4 options then.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So
We're
now
risking it for a biscuit.
your DC will go down to 20,
Okay. I mean,
Alright, that's doable.
it's possible for
Mhm.
me.
and just
Oh, so close.
19.
no, not quite. You needed a 20. So what happens now
Mhm.
is you are going to roll on the standard encounter chart,
So yeah.
but you're going to roll in the fixing for a fight stance as you are actively searching for things to encounter.
Okay.
So what it's going to be is red. Roll me 2 D100s.
2 D100s.
And if what it's going to be is if the first one is nothing, then we default to the second one if it is something.
So if the first one's nothing, we
I
take
got
the
a
second
61 and a 98.
Oh, God.
Okay. Oh, no, that's that actually might be good for you.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Higher
is
is better.
better.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are currently in tropical, and I'm going to say, are you guys sailing really close to Western China or trying to stick to open waters?
I mean, what would be better? Because they're fighting. Because currently, why we're doing this is because they're fighting on the land, right?
If you stick close to their territory, normally don't do that because make them mad, but you don't care about their opinion.
We don't. We want them. They're going to cease to exist pretty soon.
Yeah, so let's just stick to close to
Let's
the.
see. Close to their shores, more danger, but more stuff to find.
Yeah.
Open ocean, less danger, less stuff.
Close to the shore.
I say close to the shore, Laurel. What do you think?
And also, if you do stick close to the shore, they might attack you with things like aircraft or submarines or
Ooh,
mines.
that's an issue.
Yeah, I say further away, not the
Further away.
short one.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, we'll go further. We'll go further away.
Mm-hmm.
Still the French ships.
I'm not off one. What the heck? Uh
Huh?
oh. My internet
No, my
went out.
internet's fine.
Mine's good for now.
Oh no. It is
Uh-oh.
actively connecting.
No internet. Okay,
There you
there
go.
we go.
My
It's
internet
taken
is
me
fine.
a second to actually function, so...
Yeah, my internet's fine. I think it was just a you thing.
Okay, I got so scared. I was like,
Okay,
oh
here
no,
we
please don't end the stream here.
Okay, tropical. What was the first number?
61.
61. That is smooth sailing. So since you're in a fixing for a fight stance, we see if the second number is not smooth sailing.
98.
98 is definitely not smooth sailing. Oh, okay. 98 is actually unescorted merchantmen.
Yay! We just
But
found them.
that
Oh.
doesn't mean it's from the nation you want.
What
Oh.
nation is it?
We're gonna find out. Roll me a d10.
I'll do it.
Thank
Alright.
you. Okay. If it's a 1 or a 2, it could be from China.
5.
5.
Okay, I think I'm good.
it French?
It is French.
Ah! Fuck you, French! We take it anyway.
You're gonna steal their merchant ships? That doesn't complete your quest, by the way.
No, it doesn't. There's no point.
Roll me 3d4.
Alright.
Okay. 7.
7. Okay, so it's 7 unescorted French merchant ships. Roll me a d100.
Wow, that's a wonderful
I'll
idea
do it.
to
My
do.
turn.
Oh, I rolled an
Aw.
87.
Don't
Oh,
look at
that's
mine.
good.
Don't look at
87
mine.
87 from Red. Red is the one who gets it.
Don't look
Yeah,
at me.
Don't.
87.
Ignore.
Ignore me.
Ooh. Okay, they are laden. They have something. You don't know what unless you actually steal them, but...
Do we want to
Oh
steal?
no! It appears you're lost in such a dangerous area without anybody to protect
Okay,
you.
so I'm just gonna level with you here. You have exactly 3 options.
Yes.
Option number 1, leave the sleeping Al Rayun be and don't further provoke France by taking their stuff. Because I just will say, these are not warships. Your quest says warships, so
I know.
this is not complete your quest.
I
So
know.
what you can leave France be, and these do appear that they're sailing to China, so and not the one that you're friendly with.
Yeah.
Number 2, you could capture them openly, though that would decrease your relationship with France. Would it decrease it enough to start a war? Probably not, unless they're very confident they can win for some reason. Or option number 3, you could take them and not be open about it, but that would require you to get rid of every single sailor on board these ships and then have them towed to China to be scrapped secretly.
Hey,
Which
we-
Levi would collaborate with, but...
Hey, Levi,
That's
you
a
want some
little-
POWs?
It's a little unethical.
Yeah, you would literally have to
Even-
kill every sailor on board in cold
Even
blood.
more unethical than firing at ships with no warning.
Yeah, it's like those are the only 3 options I can think of.
I mean, we could also give the people to Levi as POWs to work in camps and stuff.
Yeah, but our country would be mad at us.
Yeah.
They would get out eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would get out.
Don't let them out until we're at war. Then it doesn't. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Stitch situation, no.
This is not something that.
No!
That would be way worse.
Fried pork chop, no!
Okay.
Oh, do you want to hear
I
what pork
don't-
chop said? Hear me out. Hostage situation provoke a French response. We're trying to avoid that.
So what we want is the French to attack us unprovoked.
Mm-hmm.
We want to provoke them in a way that looks like we're not provoking them. That's the thing.
Not stealing from the French.
Guys, we still hate them, but right now it's not a good idea.
So the
we
better-
gotta make it look like we're the good guys.
So
we have
really-
to be the victim.
You could.
We're all good
also-
Catholic boys and girls, so we only really have two options because we can't take prisoners. That would be unethical. The two options: just leave them be, or openly take them. I'm kind of leaning towards openly taking them because it won't outright. It won't outright start a war unless like you roll really bad in our favor.
I'm not rolling. I already know what the outcome is.
Probably won't. You said it wouldn't start a war exactly.
I said it was unlikely.
Unlikely.
We don't want them to get lost at sea, Crimson. That would mean killing literally every single person on these ships.
Probably a
And
couple dozen people.
I know that I have portrayed Daniel as a little bit of a warmonger. He just likes a good fight. He's not a murderer.
This would be literal murder. Okay, so I do want to say there is a little bit. This does come with some risk. You know these ships have something on them, but you don't know what.
Can we ask
You
them?
could. Well, they're not going to tell you if you ask them.
Yeah.
But you could board the ships forcibly and check the cargo. Excuses. You could force an inspection.
And if it's weaponry, we can kill them.
Because they have weapons.
That
They're doing
would
weapons
be
trade.
that would be an excuse if it was weapons or any kind of war supplies on board, because it could be anything from food to clothes. It could be guns.
Yeah.
It could be any number of different things.
Perfect. Okay.
Do it.
If it's guns, we kill
take
them.
Yeah.
Well, we confiscate them.
Yes.
When we arrest them for abetting in war.
Okay. Now let me see exactly how many.
Because
ships
is
there
it like
were.
open that France has a alliance with this China?
With worse China.
Yeah, with worse China.
They do not have an alliance with them. This is literally they're stepping up trade because these people are desperate. They just trading many of my enemies sometimes.
So to help in the conflict is not necessarily in their agreement.
They have made some sort of special deal. You haven't heard of any lend-lease or
Right.
anything like that now. It's just more of a, somebody who hates people we hate wants to buy our stuff? Sure. You know.
Right.
So,
I'm just trying to see a moral way to steal that stuff if it's done.
Yeah, if it's weaponry, then we can say that's not allowed.
so do you want to force an inspection? Because if you force an inspection and then don't take them, that could be just like a small amount of, hey, those are friendships, leave those alone. But that definitely won't start a war if you just inspect them.
Yeah.
But they might be a little mad.
We're gonna force an inspection.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you are forcing an inspection of this convoy.
Halt ships. You are acting very suspiciously. We're going to inspect your ships. Submit to our will.
Imagine we just open the doors and it's just like 50 bajillion like soldiers getting ready to beat us up.
No,
I think I could
Do
do
they
these-
submit? What do they
Oh, they
submit?
do. They're not going to try and run. These ships have very heavy cargo, so they're not going
very
to.
heavy cargo.
Yeah.
I mean, Brian Porkchop's bet is 7 ships with nothing but champagne and stale baguettes.
No.
What do they
Oh my
have?
god, is it
What is
guns?
it?
Is
You
actually
rolled an
guns?
86, which is pretty
87.
high, or 87.
87.
It's pretty high. Higher is
Okay,
better.
well, before you say, Crimson is betting that it's sirens.
No. Those are
Okay.
special ships for those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
yes,
very
Iron
special.
containment vessels.
Yeah.
No, these ships are trafficking steel.
Steel.
Trafficking.
Yeah, well, it's like this convoy has a combined 35,000 tons of steel on board.
Oh, we could use that.
That is
Oh.
definitely probably war materials. It's not directly guns, but this is
It's going to be made into guns.
This-
Let us see your ledgers.
You can roll to see, but when you do check the letters, these are official French merchants. They're not smugglers.
Hmm.
Ah.
Well, actually, there's a small chance. Let me give me a D4.
All right, D4.
D4.
Who wants to roll it?
I'll roll the d4. You just get your wit check
Yeah.
ready to take a look at
I'm
everything.
getting my witch is ready.
All right, good.
All right.
3.
3.
And then roll your wit. I assume you want a wit check?
Okay, you rolled a 3.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you're able to determine that these are legitimate merchants.
Ah.
And the reason they are unescorted is they were part of a convoy that was forced to scatter by a storm.
Okay.
So this was part of a big, more heavily escorted convoy, but these ships have been unable to rejoin because the storm damaged their radios, so they're kind of deaf and blind out here.
So do we want to
The
risk pissing off
radios are-
Yeah.
France for all of the steel?
And they got lost in a storm.
They did indeed.
So they haven't had contact with their.
We'd
home
still have to
fleet.
kill everyone. We
No.
can't do that. We'd still have to kill everybody.
And this is 35,000 tons of steel.
That's a lot of steel.
I'm not killing everyone for that.
So be silly and escort them to China?
Oh, we're gonna take you to China? Which
Oh,
one?
you need to
China.
go to China? Would you like to? Would you like us?
Would
to
you like an
help you?
escort
To
to
China?
China?
That would be the same as seizing them.
I know.
No, it's not. We're
It
still
is.
taking them to China.
It is.
Oh,
Sorry.
I probably
you
has
went
the
to that
specific
China?
place in there.
Sorry,
Yeah.
we're just gonna take
It
all
has
the
the
steel anyway.
specific port.
They're
I'm
selling
sure.
them to the Western Chinese warlords, who have already paid for them.
But it's
Galileo,
gonna go to
Daniel, this is a
waste.
lot of steel.
I want it. I
That
want
much
it
steel
so
would
bad.
build one of your battleships,
I
and
know!
then some.
So I personally don't care about pissing off the French. I don't like the French. So I'm for taking it.
It's up to you if you want to seize it. The
Can
government
I-
will back you if you do.
I know.
I am against killing any of these people, though.
Can I?
They're just doing their job.
I don't know what to do. Can I roll a wit to see how likely it would be
Mm-hmm.
if we just took the ships but we didn't kill anybody?
Uh-huh.
How likely it would be for France to kill us?
To go
Sure.
to war.
Roll it.
Yeah, I just want
What's
to.
the
I want to
likelihood?
know. 21. What is the likelihood given what we know?
Let me double check. Let me look at what your current foreign relations are with France.
Bad.
Bad.
Oh yeah, but I need to know numerically.
Oh,
Bad.
bad.
The
Okay.
number is bad.
It spells out bad.
Their opinion of you is at a 15 out of 100.
Mm-hmm.
So since it's not in the single digits, it is very unlikely they would use this to go to war.
Okay.
All right, cool. Let's take it.
So we'll take it. It's ours now. We're not killing anybody.
Okay,
I think
so you
that's-
are seizing this convoy.
I say yes because my big brain has told me, God Himself has told me
Mhm.
that China will not hurt us.
Mm-hmm. So, this is going to decrease your relation with France further.
Well, yeah.
Roll me
What do you want?
a d4.
D4. Got
Mhm.
you. I'm gonna see a long time roll that dice. Can one of you check to see if it's popped up for you? No? Ah, there we go, 4.
Okay. So I was doing a d4 plus 1. So your relations with France go from 15 to 10.
Nice,
As
great.
they do, their government does announce like a protestation, but they don't make it public in France because they don't want to look bad.
That's fair.
So that would be what they do.
Yes. So, now I presume you're going to be taking these ships back to Italy to keep the steel for yourself.
Yeah, we want
or...
Yeah, those are ours.
Yeah.
those
We're
are
keeping the
ours.
steel.
I figured you weren't selling that.
So how much steel is it?
35,000 tons.
For free.
Yep.
All right, everybody, the chat convinced us.
We're bad people.
You are one step closer to war.
Yeah, I know.
God wills that this steel is made into one of their ships.
Yep.
Yeah. See, God told me it's okay, so it is.
That is so much steel.
It is. It is
So
a very
much.
significant
Almost
amount.
that is almost better than sirens.
Honestly, yeah.
My
That's
God.
Though I
like-
would have taken some sirens crimson.
Oh yeah.
All right.
We
So,
can justify that to our people easily.
oh yeah.
We were setting them free.
We're saving them.
So each of you now get a slot of free time.
Yeah.
I want to learn some more
I don't
stuff.
got anything. You know what I'm doing, Calvin.
That's a
Do
10.
every night. Take over the world.
Okay. 10 isn't gonna make you any
Oh,
progress.
I didn't roll anything.
Oh, okay.
I made a 12. What can I learn about Aurelius?
Okay. Yes. Let me pull up Aurelius.
So Aurelius, while we're sitting here counting every ounce of steel together,
It's important.
I know it is. But well, let's take a small coffee break.
Mm-hmm. Let me see if you better learn he doesn't like coffee or something.
He drinks tea.
Okay, so you know he likes wine and thrifting, and he dislikes politics.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see what's the most reasonable thing for you to learn about him as my screen slowly scrolls. So, how do you like your coffee, Katerina?
Oh, I like lots of sugar and cream.
Oh, okay. I'm glad that you're willing to go your own way on that kind of thing. I've met people who are just really weird about their coffee.
Mm-hmm. Oh, have you?
Yeah, I mean, just those people who want to spend like 3 times as much effort to make it like 1% better and then pretend that they're better than everyone else who drinks coffee because that's the way their coffee is or something.
Oh, you must have stepped into one of those really high-end coffee shops, haven't you?
Everyone was really mean about that. I just wanted regular coffee.
Oh, they can be that way. I don't go to those either because they get upset with how much sugar I put in it. But I need a sweet treat.
It's just a drink. I should be able to drink it the way I want. Yeah, so you learn he dislikes snobs.
He doesn't like snobs.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
All right. Red, you also had a spot of free time.
I'm rolling now.
Do you see a 16 for Laureline?
No.
Okay. So that is your week. And I'll increment the time forward. It is now the 17th of September.
Now that we have stuff to protect because we're taking this home, why don't we just head back?
Yeah, I was about to say, it's not a bad idea to try and take this home because this is a pretty valuable cargo.
Yeah.
On the way home, we are going to have to pay Britain something.
Mm-hmm. I believe you already paid for there and back the first time you went through.
Oh, did we?
If I remember correctly.
I don't know.
Let's just say we did.
I believe Laurel did.
Mm-hmm.
What'd I do?
You paid for there and back the first time you transversed the canal?
Oh, yes.
I thought I remembered
Smart.
you doing that, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're leaving yet, are we?
Well, we have a ton of crap.
Yeah, we do.
You do now have 10 merchant ships that you're escorting back.
I don't think I want to get into combat with that.
All of which are expensive for different reasons.
True.
I don't want
Alright.
to get into combat on purpose. So
So why don't we make a trip back to Italy?
Mhm.
while
Okay.
doing the opposite of picking for a fight, what's that
Yes,
called?
silent running.
Silent
Yeah.
running. We
Let me
would like
see
to
if
do
you can.
silent running now.
Let me see how many warships you have.
Because,
Okay.
like, it depends on how many ships we have in order
1,
to
2,
be able to
3,
be
4, 5, 6,
sneaky.
7, 8.
Alright.
Oh, you have to have 20 or fewer. You have exactly 20.
Oh,
so-
Ah, silent running.
No more don't pick up anything
Mhm.
else.
No.
So, that will allow you then to be able to do silent running, to try and be as stealthy as you can on the way back. So it's going to take, because you're currently up in Western China.
Yep.
I'm going to say it's going to be 3 weeks to get to the canal, and then a week from the canal to Italy, so a total of 4 weeks of travel.
Cool.
Plus, I mean, we did our part. We basically did our part for what.
Oh yeah, Levi is
Is good,
very happy
right?
with your, you sank 3 cruisers and disrupted 4 convoys going to her enemy, so,
Mm-hmm.
including one which is a shipment of steel, and
Yep.
one that was a shipment of fuel, so,
No.
because you report all that to her, obviously, so she knows you've hit their strategic resources pretty hard.
Yep.
Western China's just, what you're doing is you're starving them of war materials.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuel for any of their vehicles or ships. They don't have steel to build new tanks or warships. They don't have any of the other like ores that they were shipping in. It's bad all around. And that's just what you guys are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Levi's actively invading their territory. The
Constantly.
Japanese Air Force is bombarding the crap out of them. And there's a Japanese naval squadron out there attacking shore defenses at range. So, all kinds of bad stuff going on for them. It's very bad. First week of travel. You are in tropical open ocean.
Yes.
Unless you want to try and specifically hug like the Chinese coast to be a little bit safer.
We could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I say we hug it to be safer.
Yeah, you can do that for the first week.
Yeah.
So, roll me a d4. Let's see how the weather's
Who
going to
wants
go.
to do that?
I'll do it.
Alright.
Do 4. Boop. 4.
Okay, so it's going to get cloudy. So,
Okay.
it's
Oh, no.
now, I think it's called like the Gathering Storm.
Okay.
So, cloudy, no more sunlight.
I got you.
Cool.
So,
I'm sure
now,
Lorelai's loving that. It's
Yes.
just getting cooler.
roll me 2 d100s.
Studio, I'll do that.
Here you go. Go for it.
And if the first one is not smooth sailing, then the second one comes into play.
77 and 2.
Okay, so let's look at 77. Because you are currently in friendly coastal
Yeah,
waters.
so 77, that's better.
Yes. So, Allied Coastal Region, 77, that's smooth sailing. So, you're smooth sailing.
Cool. Nautical nonsense?
Yes. So, roll me a d4 and a
I will
d100.
do that.
Sorry, my foot's itchy.
Alright. D4 and D100. Okay. Boop. Bop. 196.
196. Oh, that might be something good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because if the D100 is especially high or especially low, there's a chance that instead of being a neutral event, it could be something good
Beneficial.
or
Yes.
bad.
Oh.
Okay, so you said 196.
Yes.
Okay, I'm in the nautical nonsense now. All three of you would want this one. So each of you give me a D100 roll off. I want to see who gets the highest to take this one.
Okay.
I'm out.
Ooh, that is
Laurel.
Laurel.
What do I get?
Okay, so let me pull up Aurelius's sheet. You might actually get to know something about him for free.
Okay.
Ooh,
What are we
ooh.
doing?
Oh, actually, no. I know exactly what you're gonna find him doing. So you're like looking aboard the ship. I'm gonna say it's in the evening.
Uh huh.
So it's right after one of like the shift swaps.
Mm-hmm.
So a large group of your sailors just got off of their shift, and some other sailors had, started taking theirs. But you actually notice, it doesn't seem like a good chunk of the sailors, instead of going straight to bed, are gathering in the mess hall, even though it's evening. There's nothing being served there right now.
Oh.
And you find Aurelius there. And do you just like walk and ask what's going on, or do you gonna skulk a little bit and see what's happening?
I'm gonna skulk.
Okay, so as you kind of like skulk and observe them, you actually notice that he's like handing out pieces of paper to them,
Uh-huh.
and they're like kind of like talking and like engaging in dialogue while looking at these pieces of paper. It looks like he's trying to get them to put on some kind of little play, and he's like being like a little play director with all of them.
Oh, that's so fun. What play is he doing?
I'm gonna say it is Macbeth.
Okay.
No, it's Julius Caesar.
Yeah, you don't do Macbeth on the
No.
on the
Julius
ship.
Caesar.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
don't call it that on the ship.
Yeah, so he's doing looks like a performance of Julius Caesar. You learn he has a hobby of acting.
Oh, he likes
That's
to act.
so cute.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Can't believe I rolled that for you. I thought it was so cute.
Yeah, I minored in theater, and
Yeah.
I'm planning on putting a play proposal for next year with my local community theater.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah, so the knock on nonsense was you find one of the sirens partaking in their favorite activity.
Oh, that's so cute.
So he's roped together some of these sailors to be little thespians on the ship with him in their free time just for fun.
Thespians.
Yes. This is the word for it, isn't it?
Thespian.
Thespian.
Thespian is
Don't. Alright, so that is what you learn.
Yeah, so
Thespian.
afterward, after,
Mhm.
he's kind of leaving and things have died down, I'll just be like, oh, Aurelius, are you putting together a show?
It's like, oh, yeah, I just thought it's a fun way to keep everybody's spirits up. I noticed some of the sailors were kind of down because they've been away from their families for so long, but so this just gives them something, so they don't just go to their rooms and lie awake looking at the ceiling, missing their families and being sad.
Oh.
Oh.
Gives us something to do, and I was always taught that, that idle hands are the devil's plaything, so...
Mm-hmm. Well, then I'm going to make an official announcement in the morning. When are you going to put it on?
Oh, it's probably not going to be for a couple months. These guys aren't really trained, but they want to do their best.
All right, well, then I'll keep that in mind. I'll put it in just like the normal announcement. It's not a special one, just a normal one.
Yeah, you get the feeling that they practice for about like an hour after their shift every day. Because
Okay.
they're all tired. They have physical manual jobs, so...
But so some of these guys get bored. It's like, why not try?
Yeah.
All right, sounds great. So yeah,
Yes.
I like that.
All right. So that was that week.
Nautical nonsense.
Yeah, it
right?
was the nautical nonsense. Now each of you get your free time.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna try to find out more.
Go ahead.
Where is it? Where am I? There am I.
I'm keeping track of the mutiny.
Scrimson says Macbeth is a curse.
Yeah.
Don't
No!
do that one on the.
Damn
If he was doing that one, I'd have to be like, hold up,
No!
Wait a minute.
stop saying that word here.
All right, so it sounds like you didn't learn anything.
No.
Dave, are you doing the same thing as before?
Yeah.
I'm gonna help him prepare.
Sure, you could do that to try and gain some points with him.
Yes, I am. So, I'm gonna help him, just with some of the preparation stuff, helping
Yes.
him put together his director's book.
That would be doing something nice.
Mm-hmm,
And obviously that's a charm, so...
yeah, that's what she's doing.
Charm versus a DC 12.
13.
Okay, so you will gain 3 points with him for doing something nice.
Perfect. I'm at level 1 now, so he learns a new hymn. I'm gonna look through those while you guys do your stuff.
Excellent. Okay, that was that week.
Right,
and
and-
since you were maintaining the mutiny, it does not change.
Also, so we are nearly 2 hours
Mhm.
and 10 minutes in. Since we just finished this
Mhm.
week, do we want to
I say try and get home.
try to get
Yeah.
home?
And
I
if
was
you get
thinking.
home, call it there.
Okay.
But also, if
Yeah.
you have an encounter on the way
Then
home,
we-
I can set
Yep.
it up.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we
Yeah.
can call it if
Alrighty.
we hit an encounter.
All right.
Sounds good.
And now you're going to be in temperate open ocean for
Okay.
the rest of the time here.
All right.
Or no, it's going to be
rolling.
2 weeks tropical, 1 week temperate.
Okay.
So roll me a d4 to see if the weather gets worse.
4.
4.
It does. It's going to start raining. So let me
I
see.
Don't get to do anything fun because I already learned everything about Giovanna.
All right.
You can just try and find some fun officers to talk with.
No, they're all lame.
Oh, we
Not
can-
Russell.
He's not my officer.
We can actually meet some of our NPCs and hopefully make more interesting characters for us to bounce off of.
Okay, so you have now gone from the gathering storm to the heavy downpour.
Oh, no.
I need you to roll me somebody to roll me a wit check. DC is
Me.
5.
Me.
Not me. Not me. Oh, it's just 5.
17.
Okay, so you pass. Your fleet is able to sail through the storm without much issue.
Shit.
All right. If it continues to get worse, though, it will turn into a vicious thunderstorm next week if it gets worse.
I'll roll next time. You keep rolling.
Would the Hymn of Stability help with that?
Only if you could do it as a choir, probably.
It
Ooh.
says, within its effect range, this song nullifies natural weather effects and calms the wind and seas.
Yes, but it's range for
Oh,
him
yeah,
would only
only
be a
one.
nautical mile.
You're right. That's not enough. Okay, I just was thinking about taking it.
You had a
We
greater
have a lot of ships, Laurel.
If you had a greater siren and a small fleet, you could maybe kind of pack them all in, but or if you had like 2 or 3, but just with one lesser siren, you couldn't exactly do that.
Yeah.
We
Right.
should probably start trying to get sirens to create a choir. How many sirens?
6.
6?
One of
Including-
them has to be a greater, but we
Yeah.
already have a
We have a greater.
We
so
have
we don't
two
have to worry about
graders.
that. We have 2 graders?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Lorelai.
Lorelai's a
Oh,
grader.
yeah!
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the weather.
Yep.
Now for your encounter, roll 2d100.
I'll do
Excuse
that.
me.
I'll do that.
What the
2d100.
Mm-hmm. All right,
53, 13. Why did I do +1? Forget the +1.
Okay, so 53 and 13. So you were in tropical open ocean. A 53 is smooth sailing.
Okay.
So roll me a d4 and a d100.
I'll do that. D4, D100. 422.
422. Okay, that's probably just a neutral event. 422. Oh, you got lucky with a mildly positive event.
Ooh.
So go into your crew mutiny level.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tell me what it is right now.
I believe last time I checked, it was at 22.
Okay. Decrease it down to 21.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So you found out that I'm gonna say it's on the Dulio.
Uh-huh.
A chef aboard one of the fleet ships is so talented that they're increasing the morale of all sailors on board.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Food so tasty.
Yes, so apparently all the sailors aboard the Dulio are having a great time and don't miss home as much because the chef can make the food just like they eat at home.
Yeah.
I resist the urge to make him Chef Boyardee.
Even though Chef Boyardee was actually a really talented chef.
Yes, he was actually a very talented Italian chef. Okay, so that was your nautical nonsense, and instead of it going up, it will go down because of that chef.
Mhm.
So, with that, that was your encounter. Yes, each of you get a slot of free time.
All right, and guess what I'm doing?
Hmm.
I'm trying to figure out more about Lorelai.
You're free to try.
That's even worse.
All right, Laurel.
Okay, so I am also going to try and find out more about Aurelius.
Okay, let me pull that up in case you succeed.
I may not.
About
But we're spending a
20
lot of time together. It
Yes.
makes me so happy.
You're learning more things about him.
Oh, 15.
Okay, that is enough to learn something about him. As his sheet slowly does the very simple task of just opening.
Of existing.
Yes. Okay. And then his takes extra forever because it's really long, and this thing scrolls at about 1 inch per 10 seconds.
Sorry, I added.
There we go.
him.
So you already know that he likes thrifting and alcohol, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you get to actually learn his last like. It's like, I know everybody's really excited about going home, but I'll admit I've actually kind of liked this voyage. I've always wanted to be able to travel, and I got to see so many cool, faraway places.
This was a very good first trip for all of us, I think.
They were very nice to me in Tokyo.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look at all the cute outfits you got.
Yeah, they did give me a lot of them from Thailand.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you enjoy traveling so much.
Yes. So he has a like of traveling.
Which is good.
Which is good, it's for someone in the Navy.
Yeah.
Though, after such a long trip, I will be happy to go home. For at least a little bit.
That's fine. I'd prefer to just keep seeing new places, but I understand that everyone else has, families, so they're homesick.
But don't worry, we'll have plenty of time for travel. I just enjoy home during the few occasions that we can.
I just hope we travel to places that are more peaceful.
Never.
Well, maybe one day.
When the campaign's over.
Right?
Assuming he survives it.
I'll have to make sure I take him on a vacation then, so we can go somewhere peaceful.
Yes, that would be a liked vacation if you travel abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Dev.
Dov.
I'm gonna keep community level
All right.
at 21.
All right, before we can,
You want to read it?
I would like to read it. Brian Porkchop said pasta rations, but in mama portions.
For the
The
yeah.
chef thing.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I thought that
Okay.
was funny.
Yeah, it's just, as you said that, my entire page collapsed for absolutely no reason.
Oh, no!
And by collapse, I don't mean got minimized. I mean, nope, it's gone.
Oh.
So I just have to redo the entire thing, but I didn't
It's
lose anything super
fine.
important. Okay,
Yeah.
so that was that week.
Mhm.
So it'll be... You guys might get paid again before you get home. Yeah, it looks like you almost certainly will. Okay, is there a 31st to that month?
What month is it?
No, there is no 31st of September. So that means it is now the 1st of October, so you get paid again.
Oh
Woo!
my gosh.
1st of October.
Okay, yeah, it is now October 1st.
Starting to get cold.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to check in between sessions all of our technologies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You might have a ship complete as well.
And one of us took perfectionist, which means
Yep.
we can make sure it's not broke.
There. Okay, now somebody roll me a d4 to see if this thunderstorm is going to get worse.
And still,
Doing-
yeah.
Okay. This is where we get back there.
I rolled a d4.
It's 3.
Okay, so it just stays that same downpour. I need another wit check.
Give me a moment. My character sheet's being stupid.
Just as an add and then opens it in.
Or I'll just do the stupid right to roll it.
Okay.
Hold on. I'll just do the dumb way.
Well, actually, isn't your bonus like a +6?
It is.
Yeah, never mind. You're fine. You can't fail the check.
15.
So you're too intelligent for this level of storm to be able to damage your fleet.
This storm can't outsmart you.
What do you think this is? Other D&D other tabletop systems where they want the dice to always be the most important thing? No, the bonus is what's the most important. If your bonus is above the DC, you can't fail. That's how Song of Sirens works.
Mm.
And if your bonus is below the DC, you can't succeed because that's how Song of Sirens works.
Mm.
Also, Brian Porkchop wants
Mhm.
to know.
Yes.
I believe he's talking about the vote for our name,
Oh yes, what
which
was the
we should.
results of
Well,
that?
let's announce that at the end of the
Yeah.
stream.
I didn't close it. At least I didn't do so on purpose.
No,
I said it.
there's still 13 hours left
yeah.
technically.
Mhm.
So I mean, we could wait until next session.
I was just gonna wait till the end of the stream.
Okay, yeah, we'll just wait
Because
till the end
that
of the
gives,
stream.
most people plenty of time. So
Yeah.
I meant to do it yesterday, but I got busy.
Yeah.
So. You shush. So that was what was the last thing we just did? Okay, you got through the weather.
Yep.
So you're still
Kinda
in like a downpour,
Mhm.
but the wind and waves aren't that bad. You're literally too smart for this to damage your ships. So next up is the encounter. So give me 2d100s.
Okay, my turn to do it.
Yes.
If I can pull it up. Uh-oh.
And tell me what they are.
Uh-oh.
Anybody.
Oh, what was the roll you needed?
2d100s. Someone whose roll 20 isn't broken.
Yes,
Alright,
mine isn't broken.
20 and 88.
Yeah, 20 and 88.
Okay, so 20. Okay, actually, this is not going to be smooth sailing. I
Oh.
needed 24 to 77 to be smooth sailing.
Okay, so both of them are something.
So that means it defaults to the 20. Ooh.
Something gross.
Give me a d10.
Okay. 3.
3. I want a different roll. Roll again.
Okay.
I want anything but a 3.
2.
2. That's also kind of boring.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, you give me a roll. I want it to be 4 or more.
7.
7. Okay. Well, that number doesn't make sense. So I'm going to default it to 1 higher.
So you're just choosing what you want.
Yeah, basically.
He's
Because
God. He can do that.
7 is actually impossible. So,
Is it us?
yeah, it would have been you.
What is that in the distance? It's
Hey!
So
I mean,
this
we
is
did
an
leave.
encounter that happens, but you don't see it.
Oh.
What?
What?
Oh, something spots you, but you don't spot it.
This is a
I
submarine.
don't know. You don't have hydro.
This is
You
submarine, isn't
If you
it?
had hydroacoustics, you would know.
I
We need to
shove
get
my head in the water. Do I see a submarine?
No, because you can only see for about 10 feet.
Ah!
This isn't the crystal clear Mediterranean. This is like the Indian Ocean. So-
That moment you raid yourself by Brian Portia.
That
So-
does happen.
So I'll just say a nation's submarine spots you. You don't know which one. They don't surface and say hi.
Oh no.
Okay, so it's probably not one that hates us.
Everybody. Katarina calls over the intercom. The vibes are off. Something is afoot. I don't know what.
Oh, I mean,
But my psychic senses are telling me that something is off.
I suppose we just continue as
Yep.
normal.
Yeah.
It counts as an encounter, though, so no nautical nonsense.
Yeah. Okay.
It was a submarine, but you don't know who spotted you.
Okay.
They didn't shoot at you unless their torpedoes were really inaccurate or missed completely. You know.
Scared.
So
fine.
somebody's submarine sees you.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Now next up, yeah, each of you get a slot of free time.
Alright.
Mutiny.
I'm gonna
All
keep
right.
doing what I've been doing.
All right.
Please. Please. Roll good.
Nope, not good enough.
So I'm gonna hang out with Aurelius and
Okay.
the sailors.
Mhm.
We're gonna start running some lines all together for his play.
All
You
right,
know, helping prepare for it.
Yeah, until the play happens, that's going to be a thing you can do that's doing something nice.
Yeah, I'm having so much fun.
Yes.
13.
That is enough. You can gain an additional 3 points with Aurelius.
All right. All right, sailors. Since you agreed to do this, I expect you not to slack. But we're going to have fun with this.
Mm-hmm. Do we have permission to speak freely while you're here,
Yeah.
Lord High Admiral?
As long as it is not insulting, yes.
Okay, thank you, Katarina.
That's weird.
He's like almost is waiting for you to like smack him or something.
You may call me Miss Katarina.
Okay, Miss Katarina. Sorry,
That's all right.
don't talk my pig.
Of course,
Don't
I'm.
talk my pig.
That's a thing you can do.
Yeah. So she will be more casual, but she
Mhm.
will expect them to call her Miss
Okay.
or whatever the Italian equivalent
Yeah, it
is.
was. So that is, for all of you who believe that was your week, so that is
Yep.
going to now increment forward. There's just 2 more weeks of travel, so at the end of this week, you're going to be traversing the Suez Straits. It's not a canal in this one, but it's a strait, they still control it. So it's now the 8th of October. So, give me a D4, see if it finally stops raining now that you're maybe in a desert.
1.
Oh, it does indeed stop raining now that you're in a desert.
Yes!
Hey.
Hey.
You make it to the desert, it stops raining.
Finally.
No need to pretend to roll versus a DC 5 wit check.
Right.
So, with that, now give me 2d100s.
Go.
Let me know what they are so I can just already be on the screen.
19 and 5. Oh.
Yeah, those are not high enough to be smooth sailing. Okay. Yeah, so it defaults to the first one. Give me a D10.
Okay. 5.
5.
What?
Let me... Give me a moment. You cannot... I believe you cannot use your spotters here, so give me a second.
Uh-oh.
No.
No.
I don't want to fight. We're leaving specifically to avoid that.
This makes so much sense.
Ah.
Okay. I'll just remind myself, because this is an encounter I added in a later portion of the game. I haven't run one of these before.
Ah.
Oh. Do you need time to prepare it?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
it's going to resolve pretty quickly one way or another.
Oh, I'm scared.
Guys,
Guys, the vibes are off again. Something is wrong.
No, you're not even going to get that much warning,
Uh-oh.
more than likely.
This is her psychic ability. Something's wrong.
No.
Oh,
You're not
you're
psychic.
Not psychic. You're a swindler.
Okay,
You don't
so
know.
I'm going to roll these openly, to be fair.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's going to be 4 d20 rolls.
Oh
That's
no.
scary.
And... Yeah, I just
I'm
straight
scared.
up... yeah, no, it'd be 2.
Mom, pick me up. I'm scared.
Yeah, that's going to be what it is. I will at least give you guys some choice in the matter, as you did agree to the sailing formation that I chose earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I hate all of that.
Oh
Okay.
no.
So
there's
that's-
a nat 20 in there.
So those 7 and 6s can be disregarded, but that 20 and 11 are going to happen. So I will let you guys have a choice.
Okay.
What would you consider less bad?
I hate that question.
Having a capital ship take a good chunk of damage but not sink, or having a smaller ship be destroyed outright?
Damage. That's
Because I'll
my
just say,
opinion.
you've been ambushed by a submarine, and it fired a spread of torpedoes at the Mark Antonio.
They followed us.
But the damaged light cruiser that got shot in the last battle is between the torpedoes and the capital ship. So you can choose to have the light cruiser eat them, and we'll guarantee no holds bar, sink completely, or the Congo will take damage but not sink.
How many more weeks do we have left in
I think
the...
there's just 1 week left after this,
After
right?
this, you have 1 week of travel in the med.
So let's just have you eat it.
Yeah, I'll eat it.
Wait. How long do we want our ship to be out of commission, though?
Because I don't know where
That
these
is
2
true.
torpedoes are hitting, but 2 torpedoes are not enough to sink the Congo. She's just too big. But if they hit in the same sector, she will have it
Tilt.
below half,
Yeah.
and that'll mean a lot of repair costs.
But if we
But less
kill-
than having a ship sink.
What if we kill one of the Ouija's?
Yeah, so do you want the damaged light cruiser to sink, or do you want the Congo to eat 2 torpedoes?
Hold
I
on.
say
I mean-
the big one be damaged.
I can
We
eat the
can't-
2 torpedoes, and then we can spend the time that it takes for it to be repaired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, so do you want 2 damaged ships, or just 1 sunk?
back and forth?
I think 2 damaged would be better.
I think
That
two-
could be
yeah.
more economical, but it just depends on, do you need the Congo for operations right
I
away?
don't think we
I
need
don't
it
think
right
so either. Because
away.
when we
Yeah,
get
I
back,
think we'll have
isn't the
time
other
to
ship?
just
Isn't
chill.
the new ship gonna be done when we get back?
Maybe, like within
Look it up.
soon. But the new one's only a heavy cruiser.
But
this
still,
is a battle cruiser.
but still.
hmm And I believe 2 torpedo hits would probably cause 3
That's not
weeks
good
worth of
resources.
repair on
And we're not
Congo.
leaving immediately. We have no plans on what we're doing next.
So you guys agreeing then? Because it's mostly your ship.
We will
so.
also have a battleship within just a couple of months. Another.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another
We'll have
battleship.
another Andrea Doria.
And I think it's worth trying to summon
Yeah,
a
by
new
the
siren.
end of this month, we will have our. Oh no, wait, that's a destroyer. Hold on, where's
The Zara, right?
the Zara?
Right.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, at the end
November.
of next month we'll have a Zara. At the end of this month we'll have a destroyer, and then at the end of the year we'll have a battleship. So I think we'll be okay
Yeah.
if this one is out of commission for a little while.
Yeah.
We can use it being out of commission as an excuse to take some time to summon another siren.
Right.
You certainly could.
Because
Mhm.
that'll be I believe a 5th siren.
We have plenty of steel now. So.
Yeah, we have plenty of steel. So we have no reason to leave port for a while unless we get attacked.
Or
Or they
if
call
China
us
calls
in.
back.
Yeah. So I think I'll tank it.
Okay, so you're gonna have your capital ship tank it because 2 torpedoes. These are not big enough to sink her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Will we know from the torpedoes from whom are we getting shot at?
From whom do the torpedoes?
That is actually a
hit us?
decision you're gonna have to make in just a second.
Cool.
Oh,
So
okay.
give me just a second. I need to see where the torpedoes hit because that
Okay.
matters.
All right.
So prepare your Marcantonio for impact. So
Oh,
the numbers I
that's
rolled are
Congo.
67 and 95. So okay, so her bow is
Mhm.
going to take 60 damage.
All right. Let me just ignore the fact that this is 14. That it hasn't taken damage. It's in full health.
Okay.
134.
And then her stern is going to take 60 damage.
It's not too bad. Stern. Okay. Yeah. No, that's still 134.
Yeah, they should be the same.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
So
I'd still keep fighting if I was at that point.
Yeah.
yeah, I did. They'd have to hit the same sector for her to even have a chance of being below half. She's
Yeah.
40,000 tons. She's huge.
Yeah.
So basically, as your convoy is just sailing along,
Yep.
all of a sudden there is just because it's not any of the ships you're on, because I presume you're not on a damaged ship. So I'll put it from your perspective up on the current flagship of this particular fleet up on the Congo.
I was on it. I'm on
Yes,
it. when
yes,
this
you are.
happens. Oh,
And
no.
other bad things are also going to happen. So as you're just sailing along, it's the middle of the day.
I'm hanging out with Lorelei.
Yeah, you're hanging out with Lorelei on the bridge, just like making
Yeah.
some small talk. There's been nothing happening. It's still cloudy outside, but the rain at least stopped, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
And you, because you're an admiral, you can definitely hear this. All of a sudden, off on your right, off on your left, you hear from one of the light cruisers. You hear warning bells and klaxons go off, and your radio sparks to life with a warning. It's like, Admiral, torpedo spotted. Torpedoes in the water, headed for your warship. Take evasive maneuvers. Evasive maneuvers.
And then I get hit.
Yeah, and then you have to make the quick decision, like, do I want to have the light cruiser eat them, or do I want to try and dodge them with my big capital ship? And you decide the capital ship can eat them. You tell the cruiser to get out of the way. The cruiser manages to evade, because it's a small, fast little thing.
Yeah.
And you turn your ship out like this to try and dodge them as they're coming in. And as they come in, one clips your bow and one clips your stern. And you hear just a loud thoof, thoof, as
Cool.
your bow and stern each take a torpedo hit. And Lorelei just goes like, ah! And she kind of collapses to the ground for a second.
Lorelei.
Damn it.
Go to her, comfort her.
No, yeah, I was next to her,
Mhm.
ready to comfort her when that
Mhm.
happened, because both of us were ready for it.
Mm-hmm. And
So
you
I'm holding
can
on to
already
her.
see on her, because I think for the bow and stern, like at the very least on one of her legs, you see like a bruise starting to form already. It looks like a big purple bruise.
Aww.
Mm-hmm. And I think the bow is her arms, so it's like a
Yeah.
big bruise on like her. It looks like she just got like hit with a bat,
Can
basically.
a carapace have a bruise?
I say it can.
Okay.
I guess it just kind of looks like a little bit deformed and
Yeah.
just.
Oh, actually, no. You see cracks in her carapace on her
Ooh,
arms and
yeah.
legs. Just all of a sudden, just like
Well, like
glass.
the anime shatter.
Mm-hmm. Damn it, that hurt. What the hell was that?
It was a torpedo. I'm sorry, I couldn't let another ship sink.
That's fine, that's fine. I'll heal up in a couple weeks. So are we going after that thing?
Can we?
That is a question. Do you want to have... So here's the risk. You can try and hunt for that sub with your light cruisers, or if your convoy all goes to full speed and runs away, it can't catch you. Or you could try and hunt it with your light cruisers.
We have so much stuff with us.
But if you fail the hunt, it will get another attack off on you.
Yeah.
We want to leave.
Yeah, we want to go.
And how this would be is you'd have to attack it with your light cruisers. It'd effectively be a crew skill check.
Mm-hmm.
The DC is 25 to actually sink it. And you would currently be rolling with a D20 plus 1.
Oh, nope. Yeah, we couldn't even make that.
So,
We
yeah,
can't
I-
make that check.
I tell Lorelai, we're almost home. It could attack us again. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah. And this attack happened just before you crossed into a narrow choke point to
Oh.
get into the straits.
That was planned.
Oh,
That was
no.
planned.
So
That
the
was
only way to
France.
find out who it was
Was for
is
us to chase 'em.
chase it.
If you had chased it, if you sank it outright, you still wouldn't know who it was. But there would be a chance if you damaged it enough that it was forced to surface and the crew abandoned, you'd find out who it was. So if you attack it, there's a chance if you sink it, you could find out who it is. But
I
since
don't
you're
care
running
enough.
away, there's no way to tell.
I'm saying it's France.
We
It sounds
can't
like a
make-
French
But
move.
it also
can't
sounds
make
like
an
the underhanded
accusation, though.
workings of Ratman.
Yeah.
His submarines do not have the range to get out here.
Right.
No, okay.
But
France
France
is
is right
close.
here.
France, and nobody else has a reason to attack us.
Right.
The
Aside
people-
from England.
There are
Aside from
only
England,
3
but not in
nations
England.
who openly operate submarines. Well, 4 nations who openly operate submarines who'd have the range to be here. German subs and British subs are super long range, so
We
they could
helped
be
out
operating
Germany.
out
There's
here.
no reason they would
Yeah,
attack.
Germany wouldn't.
Okay, I'll say French subs could also be operating here. They don't have because they also have a long range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could also be Persian because they're nearby, or from Ethiopia because they're nearby. So those are the 5 potential
Are
suspects.
we doing anything to Ethiopia? I don't
No,
think
they
so.
like you.
Yeah, they like
Yeah,
us, so
it's
there's
not
no way.
Ethiopia. It's probably not Persia.
I mean, they're not a big fan of you, but
Yeah.
they're not actively gunning for you.
Right.
So this is
So it's most likely France.
process of elimination. France.
It's France.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're going to tell the propaganda arm. That we were attacked by a French submarine on the way back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
mean,
France
that's
is going to
the
say, "Prove it."
It's the only logical reason.
We don't want to throw false accusations like them.
Yeah.
They're the ones who do that. We come in with proof.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, you don't have any way to prove that it was French, because there are multiple suspects.
Yep.
So yeah, your capital ship does take a torpedo attack from a submarine. You don't have a means to retaliate without ASW equipment.
Mm-hmm.
But that is your encounter for this week. Now, I believe it'd just be your free time left for this week.
I'm.
Yeah.
Somebody
I'm
needs
gonna-
to keep track of it anyway.
I want to roll
so
my thingy.
Mm-hmm.
do your best.
You still want to be trying to insight Loreley?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Break a leg. You got this.
I've got 2.
Wow, it's almost like she doesn't want to talk about her feelings right now because she's in a
Pain.
great amount of pain, and she is quite aware that she's going to be for at least another month and a half.
Great.
And it's my fault. I made the call.
You did.
She doesn't want to talk to you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
She
just-
needs some alone time.
I'll just say it's like, I'm not mad at you, but I am mad. Don't
I'm-
talk to me, because if you talk to me, I'm gonna bite your head off.
I'm
So
mad.
don't talk to me.
I'm mad in general.
I am in general upset, but I'm not upset at you. I'm just upset. So don't talk to me.
You know what? I'm gonna try and help you out here. I am going to go have some girl time with her.
Okay.
Because I think that might help her feel a bit better.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna try and learn some stuff for you
Thank you.
about
There's only
her.
She
one
doesn't want to
thing
talk
left.
to anybody.
Oh, she doesn't
No.
want to talk
No.
to anybody? Oh, okay.
She doesn't want to bite your head off either.
Because there was a
fair enough. She
The
might
thing
do
is
that.
with this wasn't combat. There was a choice to be had whether to hurt her or let a bunch of people die. And she
Yeah.
knows that she has no right to be mad, but she's still mad
Yep.
that she was the one chosen to be hurt.
Because there'd probably be a triple-digit number of sailors going down if that light cruiser was hit.
Yeah.
So,
True, that's true.
I think probably has a crew of like 500 sailors on board.
I imagine she wouldn't be as mad if we went after the submarine, but
She would feel better if there was vengeance, but she also knows, like, if you can't do it, you can't do it.
Yeah, so I'll just work on Aurelius then. I'll just be like hanging out with him, just like, because I'm paranoid now. Katerina needs some kind of
Oh,
distraction.
everyone has gone from like, we're the greatest, we're the best, we're so awesome, to everyone's now on edge.
Yeah,
So, like,
everybody
after
is
the attack
scared.
happens, everyone's on edge, because now you're being filed into a narrow strait where everyone can know your exact location for the next several days, and you were already attacked by a sub once.
Uh-huh. Okay, we just have to hope that it is. Basically, Katarina's working overtime, just
Mhm.
like trying to be hyper vigilant. So.
Okay, and here's the thing to think about. I'll just tell you, that was a lone submarine. There is another encounter where you could face up to 24 of them.
Oh my
At
god!
once.
That would just kill us. That would be a party plan.
Yeah, that's why you have to roll like a 2 on the D100 or like a 3 on the D100 to get that. There's not many worse things than blundering into a submarine wolf pack.
Katarina is just going over her notes, just like how do we deal with this?
Mhm.
Because up until now submarines haven't really been a big thing.
They
so-
were only the last war was the first time they were a thing, and even then they were crude.
Mhm.
But you know, some nations are developing some pretty advanced submarines. Britain, France, and Germany, and Japan, and America are all in an arms race with submarines right now.
Mhm.
The Soviets have some as well, but they're meh.
So she's just poring over her notes, just
Mhm.
like, how do we fix this? How do we do this? And just
Mhm.
having Aurelius help her with it. But she's gonna, like during one of their breaks while they're poring over it, while they're all stressed out, she's gonna
Mhm.
just try and get some food from Chef Boyardee to try and
Mhm.
help relax, eat her feelings with Aurelius.
Do you? Yeah, I presume you talked to him about the incident then.
Yeah.
So one of the things is, it's just, I was on a ship nearby and I saw it, and it's just like, it scared me so much whenever I saw like his ship burst into flames after those torpedoes hit. It just reminded me that that's just something that can happen to us at any time, and we might not even get any warning. I have some nightmares about waking up and my ship being on fire all around me.
Oh, poor
Yeah,
baby.
He has a dislike of fire,
Oh, poor baby!
so he sometimes has nightmares about waking up with his ship, taking an attack and catching fire around him.
Maybe I shouldn't have taken Fire Lord.
No!
It's too late now.
I did take it before I knew about that. Now, Katarina's not going to say anything about
Mhm.
her taking that.
He'll still sing the Hymn of Flames for you if you ask
No,
nicely.
no. He has the Hymn of the Waves. It's just
Mhm.
like, I usually build the smaller ships, so I try to set other people's ships on fire.
Would you like a helpful DM hint?
Huh?
The Hymn of the Waves can put out fires.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing I had him take
Yes.
it. And she's just like, oh, no. Listen, I don't think that we're going to have to worry about our ship. We aren't the ones who are usually targeted for that, so I think we'll be okay.
Mhm.
And we have lots of ways that we can take care of that, so don't worry.
Okay. I'll choose to trust you.
Mm-hmm. All right.
My life is in your hands, Admiral.
It is.
Aw.
Along with a lot of other people.
All right. So, and then at the end of this week, you do pass through the Straits. You already paid for this in advance, and they're not going to be so mean that they're, I don't remember any of that.
Mhm.
No. Though you do get a cheeky, oh, what happened to your ships? It seems like a couple of them are damaged. Are you able to stay afloat?
We're fine.
Thank you for your concern, sir.
Mm-hmm. I just hate to see so many sailors go down. I mean, that ship is Japanese, so I can't exactly speak to the quality of its construction.
Closes calm.
Thank
Goes
you.
through.
Goodbye. We're going to continue on now.
You already paid. Be on your way, Admirals. Be careful. The waters are dangerous out here.
Yes, they are. You should be careful yourself.
Oh, I'm on dry land. I'm quite satisfied.
Right after you closed the comms for me, I was right before I was gonna say it's better than yours.
No. Oh, that.
That
that's
The
British would
comms
take
were
offense
called.
to that. Okay. So this will be your last week of travel. Then you'll end up back in Italy. So roll me a d4. See if it starts raining again now that you're not in the desert. You're in temperate open ocean
How
now.
many more weeks do we have?
This is your last week of
One.
travel.
Last week.
Okay, so the weather gets really nice. All the clouds go away. It's a nice shining sun.
Yeah.
Everybody is still nervous.
Yes. Oh yeah, it makes them feel a little bit better, but everyone is still nervous.
Everyone's so scared.
Like you notice, like you always have them, like people on the lookout for like periscope feathers and things like that. Like when at some point you see like a guy come off the watch and it looks like he hasn't blinked in about since the incident happened.
No.
She's just shaking like.
Because technically, if the watchmen had been more skilled, they could have potentially avoided them, but that's how it goes.
Oh no.
So, with that, now give me a 2d100.
You
Your
want me to
turn.
do that?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, now let me go to the
83 and 2. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so for an 83, I don't think that's smooth sailing. And 2 definitely isn't. Thankfully, though, the second number of 2... oh, no, you're intemperate. Yeah, I'll just tell you. 2 is a submarine wolf pack. But
No!
that number doesn't count.
No!
So I'll just say, there was one looking for you, and it almost found you. There was a wolf pack out there hunting for you. You just barely avoided.
Oh,
If
no.
it found it, well, that's it for that campaign. All the characters are dead.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Chance
Alright.
we could survive and wash up on shore, but that would be really bad.
Now, what was the number that mattered?
83.
83.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Oh, okay. That's heavily escorted merchantmen. Give me a D10.
Oh my
Oh, I'll
god.
do it. I'll
Yeah,
do it.
your turn.
I
Okay.
don't want to deal with
2.
fighting.
2. Okay, that's reasonable. There's a lot of those in the Mediterranean.
What is
Let
it?
me look at. Oh, right. Oh no, here I still do have my map. Okay, let me look at my map. Oh, actually, that would make a lot of sense. Okay, this could be interesting. I'm gonna give it 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, roll me a D4. It's gonna be one of 4 minor nations.
Okay.
Does somebody else want to do that?
No, me. 2.
2. Okay, this is a Greek convoy.
Oh, we have no
okay.
beef with them.
We got no
do
beef.
we?
You do, but
we do?
because you want that Mare Nostrum thing, and they're
Yeah.
on the Mediterranean.
Yeah,
so-
but we have no beef with them currently.
You're not actively planning to invade them right now.
Yeah.
Do we want to fight them? I mean, I don't think I want to fight them.
We have
right
so
now.
many merchant ships
We're
already.
damaged and
It is heavily escorted merchants, but
Yeah.
also they're from a minor nation, so ship quality's probably not super high.
We'll just wave as we pass by. Be like,
Okay, so you're
"Bye."
choosing not to
Yeah.
get into an altercation.
Yeah,
not unless
no.
they start something.
They're escorting a convoy. They're not going to pick a fight.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're also escorting a convoy.
Yeah,
It's
so-
just a mutual agreement that we'll sail past each other with our own
It's
stuff.
2 ships
Yes.
passing in the night,
Right.
except it's not nighttime.
All right, so you pass by the Greek convoy as it sails basically in the opposite direction. You pass each other like this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it seems like they're sailing towards the straits, probably to ship something internationally. They're escorting it with quite a number of warships that you don't feel like picking a fight with
No,
right now.
thank you.
I guess the last thing, each of you get one more thing of free time, and then we will go to... Oh, and I forgot to tick the week last month. So it's currently the 15th, and it's about to be the 23rd.
Alrighty.
Alright, I use my free time. I don't get anything.
All right. I try and talk to Lorelai. I remember that's a bad idea because she's still mad.
Yeah.
She's still mad.
She's still big mad.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with mutiny. Laurel, go.
Charm, nothing this week.
Brian Porkchop says that moment the Greeks get hit by the wolf pack.
Oh my gosh,
Those are
imagine!
That would be
Italian, right?
hilarious.
Looks Italian enough. Open fire. Looks Italian enough. Los.
Oh my god.
We just turn around and that entire
It's
fleet
just
is sunk.
Fire!
You just hear explosions going on. I was like, well, but that's none of my business.
Glad I missed that.
All right. So with that, you make it back to Italy. You make it to La Spezia.
Yeah!
We're home.
You can officially add those 3 special merchants to your merchant marine.
Yes.
I will do so right now.
You gain 35,000 tons of steel.
Yeah.
And for those French merchant ships, the government buys them for 3,500 bull.
Yeah. Hey, this time, instead of taking money out of the thing, we get to put it in the whole campaign. I don't think we've taken a single cent out of the bowl.
Not this session.
Not this session.
Next session's going to be all about buying stuff. A bunch of time has passed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't think we have
so-
a replenishment tanker.
Next
Oh,
se-
nice. That's a great find then.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I think you had 1 fleet oiler, and that was it.
Yeah.
And, oh, yeah, and Japan sent that back with you. So you have that
Do you
again.
want to change to just talking now since we're
Yeah,
basically
I
done?
can do that. Yeah. I left it on the
Oh, yeah, I
game
forgot.
club.
That's fine.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah, I left it just in case we got into some combat. But next session, I do think it's a good idea to try to summon another siren.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you should because
I'm built for it.
yes, and also you have a greater siren, but also
I technically
she's
have 2
French.
greater sirens, but
Yep.
one of those outranks me, so
Yeah. So, I mean, technically you have 2 greater. We only have lesser, so...
But also,
You only
I can
have the
get it
French.
done real quick.
Yeah, you could get it done fast.
I got 5 body, 4 charm,
Mhm.
and I think that's all we need.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you need a
You
wit.
generally don't. Wits are less important for Italian sirens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that is consistent for all sirens is body checks.
Yeah.
It's part of how I balance.
And I've got
the
a
stats.
5 body and a 4 charm. Charms for the
The prayer and
prayer
everything.
and all that.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah. So you think about whether or not multiples of you, because if say he's trying to summon a greater, you could try and summon a lesser at the same time
Yeah.
due to time frames.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, do we want to announce the name winner?
Yes,
I'll let
yes.
you do it. Oh, I didn't mean to hit the mic. Sorry.
All right. So it looks like the winner for the vote. I threw in one just because, so I have 3. Nobody voted for it, and that is okay. As a writer, you learn that you take criticism, and I just wanted there to be 3. So we had 40% of the votes for Les Monarques Impitoyables, so the root for the ruthless monarchs, and 60% of the votes, so it's fairly close, went to the Alliance of Heavenly Kingdoms, recommended by our resident viewer Brian Porkchop.
Yes.
Alright.
So your alliance is officially the Alliance of Heavenly Kingdoms.
Alright. That is awesome.
All
I
right.
can't think of anybody who would want to join the alliance at this point in time.
There aren't a lot of other major monarchies besides the British, but you've already dedicated yourself to fighting them.
Right. We want
Part
to
of the
kill
alliance
them.
was Japan said, "We're going to fight the British, right?" And everyone said yes.
Mhm.
What'd be funny in the name of making enemies into friends? It'd be funny to get America in on it, even though they're not a monarchy.
That would be difficult, but it would still be possible. It's not like
Because they're
be
not beefing with
required.
us. They're not beefing with us. They're beefing with Japan. But we
Yes.
just got someone else who's beefing with Japan to be our friend.
Right.
so-
It's not like it's impossible for
No,
us.
it would not be impossible to get America on your side. It'd just be a lot easier to make them not on your side. But
I'd
don't
rather not
worry,
do that.
the only way they would actively declare war on you was if you or one of your alliance members attacked them out of the blue without any warning or war declaration. That would make them determined to fight you for a really long time.
I wonder if that has any basis on reality. If that has ever happened before.
No,
But don't
it's
worry.
fine. Don't worry about it.
If it would be historically accurate, I would have your allies tell you if they were planning such a thing. By the way, did you know Japan did not tell Germany they were doing that?
Oh.
Oh no.
But Japan
Uh-oh.
respects us.
Yeah, but that doesn't
Did
mean
they
they're not still
respect-
going to invade the Philippines.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
If you do not solve the Philippine question, Japan will come up with an answer. Their
Oh.
answer might just be wrong.
we'll figure it out. That's not a problem for right now. Also,
Right.
what's the date so that way I can make sure I have it?
The current date that we are starting with next time is 10/23/1930.
Great.
Our ship is almost done.
Yes, so your new heavy cruiser is on sea trials now.
I think we just are 2 days away.
Oh. And I think you might have a destroyer that was
Oh
finished
no,
as
our
well.
destroyer is almost done.
Yes.
Our the other is done next month.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's on sea trials now.
Yep.
Okay.
So it is afloat. They're just testing to make sure everything works, installing the last of the wiring, some of that sort of stuff. You might have maybe just enough time to work your magic on it.
Yeah, and I'll look between sessions to
Yeah.
check
Mm-hmm.
all of our completed
Oh, yes.
technologies and all that other stuff. I'll do that in between sessions.
And what I would like all of you to do, and Laurel, I know you've already done it, but for you two as well, go to the chart that determines how much control and hymns sirens have. Make sure all the sirens you control have all the hymns they're supposed to.
They
Okay.
do not right mine, don't right now, but I will fix it.
No,
Yes,
never
just
mind.
make sure.
Yeah,
Just
we'll
'cause I don't
work
want
on
you
it
guys to-
tomorrow.
Go into a battle with one hymn when you're supposed to have like 4. So. Because you guys are doing a good job of getting close to them, and
Yeah.
the point of making them like you is that you get more hymns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian Porkchop, about what we were talking about America, just let the giant sleep.
Yeah.
I will until it becomes strategically advantageous to wake them up and say,
Never.
"Come, help me fight, big brother."
Yes.
I do not want to make an enemy of America. I want to make an ally because as good as our current allies are, I want an ally comparable to Britain,
Mm-hmm. And there are only 2 other countries that are comparable to Britain.
and neither of them are allied with us right now.
No.
And I'm pretty sure we actively pissed off one of them.
That is quite possible. America. Oh, actually, let me go through because I almost forgot to say this. Because of your alliance, there were a bunch of changes to your foreign relations.
Oh.
I put it in the chat, but then I forgot about it.
Uh-oh.
It might also be in your foreign relations chart at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I put it in there. I know I put it in chat, and I might have put it in the
I
chart
mean, it makes
as well.
sense to find out
Alliance
about all.
announcement aftershocks.
Yes, Alliance announcement aftershocks.
Oh, okay.
So, I'll just say, so your relationship, and the first number is your opinion of the country. The second number is their opinion of you.
Yeah.
So for Japan, it was up 25 and 26.
Yeah, because we're allies.
France went down 0 and 10.
Yeah.
Germany went up 0 and 5.
Nice.
So Germany respects your alliance.
Nice.
Okay.
So
I'm not
basically,
sure
it's like
how I feel about that.
part of Germany's low opinion was that they didn't respect you, so you just gained a little bit of respect points from Germany.
Oh.
Looks like, and then Soviets don't respect us.
Yeah, the Soviets went down because they like the Western Chinese warlords, and you're clearly siding against them.
Yep.
Yes.
The UK is down because their colonies are starting to get a little surrounded out there, and they don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Belgium is down for reasons you do not know.
Hmm.
Ethiopia is up because they respect you more, because you're now a much more powerful ally should they choose to.
I think
Yeah.
we have been talking with them as well.
You have. The Netherlands is down because they own colonies in Asia and they feel threatened.
Hmm.
Well, Netherlands, give us those colonies and they won't be threatened anymore.
Yes.
Siam is up because Japan says they're up.
Siam hated you. Now they don't because Japan said so. That is how puppets work. You gained 80 relationship points with Siam.
Wow, love us.
Yup.
They really like us.
You
Southern-
like me. You really like me.
Southern Chinese warlords were up 10 and 15.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Western Chinese warlords down 10 and 50. They hate you now.
I wonder why.
And Yugoslavia is down 0 and 10, mostly because you're trying to blockade them and being mean to them.
Why are
Well,
we being
yeah.
used in Yugoslavia again?
Because
think-
you're about to invade them.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
wanted
we're
to
gonna get them.
We want to get them.
You're going to invade them
Get 'em.
next year,
Yeah.
which is in like
A couple
2
months.
months.
Yeah.
You are on the verge of invading them,
Yeah.
and they get the feeling that that's what's about to happen.
No, I wonder why they hate us. Invasion.
Yeah, they see the tank factories speeding up.
I was trying to think. So what's our people? Oh, we want
We
that.
want them.
They saw the announcement that the Italian army is adding 500,000 men by the next year. They know what's up.
Oh yeah,
They don't know for sure if it's them first, but they figure they're on the hit list.
Yep.
Literally, one of the things Italy is mad about after the last war is that they didn't get more of what became Yugoslavia, because they were promised it by Britain, and that's why you're not friends anymore.
Yeah, they didn't give us our toy.
And then we're
Yeah.
going to take it.
Yes.
Yes, now they didn't give you, like, an extra 10% of it, so now you're going to take an
All.
extra 0% of it.
Yep.
Okay, so that was just the effects of that. Everybody else, unchanged.
Nice.
Okay.
Everybody else
Cool.
did not care.
It's just like,
oh.
okay.
Fair enough. Fair
It's like,
enough.
oh, that's probably somebody's problem, but not mine.
Yeah.
Okay, and you make, but you make it back to Italy, so you get to know about the world event.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the world
Did
event?
the Pope die? Did the King die? Did somebody get assassinated?
No, none of those things.
Oh.
Good.
So, let me go and
Oh,
look at
no.
specifically what it is. Okay, so there was a small one. I meant to have you guys read this in a newspaper, but I
Oh.
forgot. There's a small one. This isn't your official world event, but a small thing did happen. You learn that the previous German Kaiser has passed away in the Netherlands from heart failure.
Oh. Anyway.
Yeah. He wasn't even a current ruler. He was just basically hiding in the Netherlands, and they've refused to give him over to France or Britain, so he just lived out his life there and passed
And died.
away.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
Yeah.
Well,
he was an old man. Who cares?
Yeah, he was.
Old
Very
man
stressed
dies.
old
Next. Next.
And the only weird thing was that Germany requested him back so they could bury him in Germany with, like, full services. But his will said he wanted to be buried in the Netherlands, so the Netherlands refused to hand him over. So there was a
Okay.
mild bit of tension about that, but Germany's not going to war over it, so it's whatever.
That is weird.
I
And
heard
if they
about
did, it wouldn't
something
affect
similar
us.
to that. There was like some kind of artist. I think he was. I can't remember who it was, but he wrote something very important, and like he was exiled from his home country and then was buried somewhere else. but now his home country wants him back and have reversed his banishment in order to try and get his remains back. But the country that has his remains say, no, you can't have them, because the original country now wants the remains for tourism.
All right.
I
So
can't remember who it
That's
is,
so
though.
lame.
But yeah, that
Your-
actually happened. So
your world event
Yeah, what is it?
has been that there's been a large influx of tourism in your country.
Oh.
Specifically from the upper classes in Japan and China.
Yay!
Have seen Italy as the premier European tourist destination.
Because we're so cool.
'Cause we're one of the
Welcome,
ones that
friends.
respect
Yes.
them.
We're becoming the France of this world.
Oh,
'Cause,
yes.
like, that's the thing.
Like Rome is just as good of just an interesting of a place to
Right?
visit as Paris.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
If
I've
not
never-
more.
Yeah, I've never been to Rome, but I've been to Paris, and it's like Paris is cool, but I would love to go to Rome as
Right,
well.
I mean,
This is
Dad
great.
went to Rome.
He
and
said it was really.
he said it was
really
awesome.
cool.
And I
Yeah.
assume the Pope's been working overtime propagandizing,
Oh,
being
yeah.
like, "Hey, Japanese people are really cool. So are all the other people. Let them be really nice to them, guys."
Yeah, so in Italy, there has been like any sort of incidents where there were any sort of like racial tension incidents, your government started cracking down on those.
Yeah.
And in Japan and China, there's been a lot of propaganda extolling how great of a place Italy is, because it's like, oh, this is our new ally, we need to make sure the people like them. So because there's active propaganda talking about how great Italy is, the people who can afford it have been paying to come travel here and have not left disappointed.
Alright.
So there's been a large influx of tourism, making your country a lot of money.
Yeah. Does that
Um,
make us a lot of money?
Oh, we got a raise.
Yeah.
Not quite. Well, kind of. That's actually related to why your standing increased. And as the government mostly attributes this new revenue source to the successes of the Regia Marina, each of you, as admirals, can choose to get a monetary bonus as a thank you from the government, or you can gain 3 favors.
Favors.
And for you, it's 4,
Yay.
because
You
it
know
does
what?
proc your ability.
I'll say favors as well, because I know you want them.
No, you get whatever you want.
And the bonus would be 10,000 lira. So do you want 10? Or no, actually, I'd make it either 30,000 lira or 3 favors.
I'm taking the 30,000 lira.
I'm taking 30,000 lira.
All
Oh
right.
my
How
god.
many times could I?
And that's going
schmooze
straight into the
30,000
savings?
Three.
lira? I could.
Yeah,
schmooze
that's
3
that's
times,
our money.
And then that would get me. I believe. How many favors would that get me?
Each schmoozing is 1, so
But I get an extra. Or wait.
only if you do 2 or more.
Okay, so I think just taking the favors, which is what
Mhm.
I'd use my money for, is
Yes.
a better use of it.
Mhm,
So,
So when it's not directly do you want money or influence, but basically by the way you guys each accept the graciousness of the government, you end up making a lot of connections with rich and powerful people who are having their businesses boom due to the influx of tourism from the wealthy and powerful from Asia. And you two...
We become the rich and powerful people.
Yes, you two. Oh, here's how you two get your
Uh-huh.
money, or here's how all of you get it. It's basically a lot of people know that you have connections in Asia,
Yeah.
and it's how you and people are coming to you wanting to use your connections. You two are just like a pay me and I'll do it. So you guys, all told, get 30,000 lira each.
Nice.
And you, instead of asking for payment, you want favors back. So you're exchanging favors for favors.
okay.
Basically, you guys are giving out a favor to some businessmen in Italy.
Yep.
You do it for money, and you do it for more influence. Because businessmen obviously can influence politicians.
Of
Mhm.
course.
So, there's been a large influence of tourism, and you're able to leverage it for your own benefit.
I now
That's
have
awesome.
40,300 lira.
Good. You can spend it on a lot of different cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like, getting enough favors or other things to have your salary go up.
I have
Mhm.
52,600.
Yeah, things are looking up, right?
Or
Hey.
I can immediately level up super fast with whatever siren I
Right?
get.
Mhm.
Buy them gifts.
Just if I focus on the next siren the way I focused on Lorelei, and I roll as good as I did with Lorelei, I'm gonna have a siren utterly in love with me.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm not summoning a greater siren.
Oh,
I already
you can
got
choose to summon
two.
a lesser.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna summon
I
a
might
lesser.
I might summon a greater.
Can we do that simultaneously,
Yeah.
or does one
Yes.
person have to go? Okay.
Though I will just let you know, greater sirens are going to need to go on capital ships,
Yeah.
and lesser sirens physically can't go on
Okay,
capital
okay.
ships. So if you summon a lesser siren, you're free to summon it and have it be your siren, but it'll be on one of their
Yeah,
ships. But
that's
as long
fine.
as you're fine with that, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm
Just
fine
like with
that.
you, if you want to summon a greater siren, it'll still be your siren. It'll just be on one of his
Yeah.
ships.
I only got 2. Aren't we making one more capital ship?
The-
Yeah, currently there's a capital ship in the process.
it'll be
of
done
being
at the end of
made.
this year.
So
Oh,
why
cool.
don't I have that? I can't take the Zara though then, but I promised
Yeah.
the Zara to Giovanna.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to take the Zara. He'll get the next battleship because
Okay.
he's already building for battleships anyway.
I'll just keep focusing on lesser sirens. You guys
Mhm.
can get the big ones.
Well, I'm gonna summon a lesser siren.
Oh,
just
okay.
to-
Yeah.
Right now, we're trying to like pad out.
Right, I think we should
Get a
all.
choir.
Right, I think we should all have at least one greater siren.
Sure.
Just include, like, not counting Mother Rosaria because she's
Mhm.
just
Because she's
the
not
fleet.
really anyone's siren.
Right,
No, she's for any of you.
she's the fleet siren,
Yes.
right?
She was
Yeah.
your inheritance.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I think we should all have at least one greater. You already have a greater. I don't have a greater, but I have a lesser. You have a lesser, but you don't have a greater. So you need to focus on getting a lesser, which is
Yeah.
going to be easy, and we need to focus on getting greater right
You
now.
could even try and summon more than one because you're strong enough. You,
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could, because it only takes 2 weeks to attempt a lesser, or 3 weeks to attempt a lesser siren.
Yeah,
versus
if we stay
7
here
for a
long enough, I
greater.
can do it twice.
Okay, so I think we can wrap up this session.
Yeah.
then.
Man,
Are you
this
guys
has been
pretty
going a
happy with how that
long
world
time.
event die turned out?
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Man, this is the longest
I
one we've
love
done in a
that.
good bit. It's
Mhm.
3 hours.
Did you have a good time?
This is
Yeah.
the longest normal session we've done.
Right, this is like the normal session.
Because I think the longest streaming you all have done was that one time you
Yeah.
stayed up like almost
Yeah.
all night. How long was that?
It was just 4 hours.
Okay.
4 hours still. That's like twice.
All right. So, everybody in the chat, let me know what your favorite moment of the session was, and I want to hear that from each of you 3 as well. And then I'll do the end of stream ramble and announcements.
You go first.
Oh, my favorite was blowing away those 2 ships.
Yup.
One after the other.
Yes, you can say that. We didn't kill any French people though.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite part is killing the first.
We didn't do that
We
though.
didn't do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, you took their stuff, but nobody died.
Brined pork chops was a warning shot.
Warning shot.
That's what I'm gonna call.
Sorry, we're just too accurate.
I'd say my favorite part. I'd also my favorite part was the submarine showing up, not doing anything, and then shooting us a week later.
Or it could have been from 2 submarines from 2 different countries.
I like to think it was the same submarine, just that's
Same.
funnier.
If you really want to know, I can give you the
Yes.
meta knowledge. If
I
you
Yes.
do
really
want to know medley.
Tell me now.
So, the first submarine was actually a German one.
Oh, that's why I didn't mess with them.
Yeah,
'cause
they
we're
it was just a
friends.
U-boat, periscope come up, it's like, oh, Italy, we don't care about them, just keep scouting. You're just like, whoop, Italy, yeah, we're not, they're not on our kill list, whoop, back down. The second one was a French submarine.
Called it.
I mean, process of elimination.
Right?
It could have been British, but no, it was French.
Obviously.
The British probably would have done the same thing, but no, it was French. The British were sharing intel with them, and the French were waiting to ambush you.
Yep. Laurel, what was your favorite part?
Oh, I liked the play. That's what I liked with Aurelius. It was so fun.
So the favorite parts from the chat. My favorite part is killing the French from
Yep.
Screams and Simp. Brian Porkchop just warning shots.
Yep.
Crimson says, "Can't wait to bomb whoever sub that was." Oh, that's gonna be coming.
Oh, yeah.
There's a storm brewing, and it's not just the one they earned with the D4. Europe is a bit of a boiling cauldron right now, and that's only because Asia is actively on fire.
Right?
Yes.
And Screams and Simp says the spirits of the French.
Yep.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
that's going to be the end of this week's session. Thank you all so much for coming out and watching us. And if you're on YouTube, welcome our YouTube watchers as well. Again, another thanks to Mitch Mash for being our patron. If you want to be our patron, you can find us at Dragon's Archive and Patreon. It's on our website, dragonsarchive.ttrpg.com.
No, Song of Sirens.
Song of Sirens, Song of Sirens, ttrpg.com. And also feel free to join us in our Discord, which you can also find through the website. We love talking to people. And if you ever have any questions, we have several sectors for answering those as well, including an amazing question we had last week by Mitch Mash, asking how secondary and AA damage is calculated. Feel free to find that in the Discord, a little bit behind the scenes.
We also have an itch.io page, which is the link to that is on our website.
Yes.
So you can buy the PDF for the book.
Yes.
And on our Discord is where we do all of the polls that we've been talking about, like how we got the name for our alliance with Japan and China.
And
We decided that through the poll.
Laurelie's name was also through the Discord.
Laurelie was also decided via a poll.
So you get to be a part of deciding kind of some of the details of our campaign whenever you participate.
Yes. So the Discord gives you access to public polls, and if you're on the Patreon, there are secret patron polls that get to influence the story itself.
Real quick before we officially end, Brian Porkchop said also F in the F for that Greek convoy that got caught by the wolf pack. Then the Italian fleet is in the same.
That's just canon now. That's
Right,
exactly
yeah,
what
that's
happened.
We don't care what happened to them.
And the last thing I'll say before we end out is last week we decided that what you guys want to see the most is another Song of Sirens campaign. So I have taken some time to think on the best way to logistically do that, and I'm going to make an official announcement for that in the Discord. So if you want to be a part, not watch, but be a part of a Song of Sirens campaign of your own, make sure you're in the Discord and listening, because in the next couple days I'm going to make an announcement on the way that campaign is going to go. I cannot guarantee we'll be able to get a second campaign, as I have to have players, and I can't guarantee you'll get players. But if you're interested, and I can put together a group that can follow the guidelines I need them to do, then we will have a second campaign running concurrently with me as the DM, but they'll be in the audience instead of the players, because the players will be you guys at home. Assuming that I can get that off the ground, I'm going to give it my best try. So, thank you all so much for watching. We always have such a great time streaming with you guys. I mean it from my heart of hearts when I say this has become my favorite part of every week. It's been so much fun, and we love you guys so much. Goodbye, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Goodbye.